to keep taxes low and to protect school choice. He also says he'll stand with law enforcement. Donald's vowing to keep Florida red and keep Florida free. He'll be facing off against former Democratic Congressman David Jolly in the general election. Also in Florida, President Trump is applauding the primary defeat of Democrat Alexander Vindman. He was the star impeachment witness against Mr. Trump. Vindman lost by a wide margin to challenger Democratic Socialist Angie Nixon in the Florida U.S. Senate primary. Nixon will face Republican Senator Ashley Moody come November. Luigi Mangioni's state murder trial is postponed amid a legal battle over double jeopardy.
Mangioni's state murder trial and the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was slated to begin September 8th, but it's now on indefinite hold as his lawyers seek to have the case thrown out on double jeopardy grounds following his guilty plea last week to federal charges. Judge Gregory Caro issuing an order canceling the state trial and giving the Manhattan DA's office until October 9th to respond. The DA had said they wanted to go forward. Meanwhile, Mangioni is scheduled to be sentenced in the federal case December 18th. Prosecutors said they would seek life in prison, though federal sentencing guidelines call for a term of 24 to 30 years. Julie Walker, New York.
Recovery efforts are ongoing in Hawaii in the aftermath of Tropical Storm Lala, which spawned destructive flooding as well as widespread power outages. Checking on Wall Street ahead of this morning's opening bell, the Dow futures are up 324 points. NASDAQ futures 158 points higher. More on these stories, townhall.com.
I'm not one to say I told you so, but I switched to Pure Talk over a year ago, and ever since I've been telling people there's no better wireless company out there. Well, a few months ago, a massive survey was conducted. 123,000 people were asked to rate their wireless carrier in 4 categories: coverage, support, data, and overall value. Well, the results are in. Guess which wireless company was the only wireless company to get 5 stars in every category? Yeah, Pure Talk. 5 stars, every category. To celebrate, Pure Talk is offering the first 3 months of any plan for just $15 a month, including their top-tier unlimited plan. No contract, no commitment, just a very inexpensive way to test drive the only American wireless company with 5 stars in every category. Just dial pound 250, say micro, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service will take it from there. Again, pound 250, micro. And yes, I told you so.
Syria and some of its allies are not at all pleased about this.
Israel has struck an airbase in northwest Syria, aiming to prevent Turkish troops from deploying there. The attack on the Abu Duhur airbase in Idlib caused damage but no casualties. Syria condemned the strikes as a violation of its sovereignty. Turkey and other regional countries have condemned the attack. Tensions between Turkey and Israel have risen since the fall of Bashar al-Assad's government. Israel carried out hundreds of airstrikes on Syrian army assets after Assad's fall and seized control of a UN-patrolled buffer zone in southern Syria, which it continues to occupy. I'm Karen Shamas.
The case of a Texas teen convicted of fatally stabbing a 17-year-old track athlete from a rival team during a high school meet in suburban Dallas is back in court this week. 2-day hearing underway. Defense lawyers for Carmelo Anthony will be asking for a new judge. Townhall.com. Things are looking up for one of the largest of the big box retailers.
Home Depot sales improved during its fiscal second quarter as customers spent more during the summer months and concentrated on smaller projects. Revenue for the Atlanta-based company increased to $47.86 billion. That exceeded Wall Street expectations. Sales at stores open at least a year, a key indicator for any retailer's health, climbed by 1.7% in the U.S. Comparable store sales up by 1.3%. Bob Agnew reporting.
Target reports its second straight quarter of comparable sales gains, saying a merchandising overhaul under the discount retailer's new CEO is attracting more customers. Target CEO Michael Fidelki calls the results an important step in the plan we laid out earlier this year to open a new chapter of growth for Target. Before this year, Target had reported weak or declining comparable sales for multiple quarters. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. They go guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy middle of the week, everybody. That's right, you made it to Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a wonderful day thus far. Going another hot one, even hotter. Like we were sitting at like 100 last couple days. Like we're supposed to be like 103 today. But I'm looking, and they've thrown they've tacked a couple little rain chances for it. Like little ones. Little tiny ones, but ones nonetheless. So tonight, allegedly, we allegedly have a 20% chance of rain tonight. And allegedly, we have a 20% chance of rain tomorrow night. We'll see. It makes me happy. I know it's not a lot, but it's something. Like, I get up in the morning, I get here, and I turn on the weather, and I'm like, oh, what's it going to be? And I just see all lately just orange skies and hot and 100, like, and then you don't see no chance, like yesterday you get in here, and there's no talk of rain. But then I get on today, and I'm like, oh, no chances of Smithlands. So, they're saying there's a chance. So, even though it's going to be 103 today, we might get a little rain tonight. So, cross your fingers. Do your rain dance. Wash your cars. That's it. That's our task for today, folks. Go amongst the places that you wash your vehicles, or get out in your driveway and wash your vehicle, whatever you do it. Go wash your vehicle. And we will get a good rain tonight if that happens. I guarantee it. That's like it's like fair food. You know, you eat the food at the fair, don't count the calories. Same thing. Same rules apply there. But happy Wednesday. Hope all of you have are having a wonderful day. It is Football Friday for the first time in a minute, as high school football action will be back at it this Friday night. Roswell Coyotes got it Rockets, both not squaring off against each other, but both in action. Roswell will be here at home, and then Goddard on the road. We will have both games available for you to watch live streaming video and on demand at ksvptv.com. There'll be the Roswell Coyote channel where you'll watch Coyote football. Matter of fact, we had volleyball last night with the Coyotes. I believe you can go watch that right now at ksvptv.com. But in the Roswell Coyote channel, we'll have Roswell football. Got It Rocket channel, we'll have Roswell football. On Friday nights on the radio right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, we're going to have the home team on the radio. So this Friday night, it'll be Roswell Coyote football taking on Hobbs here on the radio. And then whoever is at home is who we put on the radio. We'll have video for both at ksvptv.com each week. That's how we're rolling. And then, of course, on Fridays, we will have the pregame show, coaches shows for both the Goddard Rocket pregame and Roswell Coyote pregame each week right here on Fridays. We'll try to work them in the 7 o'clock hour, but some weeks that may not be possible, just depending on guests and things like that. But we'll definitely do them all each Friday. But we'll work those in, and that way you can kind of, because I know sometimes people don't tune in right till 7 for kickoff, and or don't make it, and so they miss all the pregame. And it's like, oh, I want to hear all that, missed it. And now you can catch it on the morning show too. So we'll do that for you here beginning this Friday. Let me give you a little rundown for today's show. We do have a full slate of interviews for you. On Monday, We had some ladies join us from First Tee of Southeast New Mexico. Great organization working with youth through golf and the mentorship program. But they've got a tournament coming up, and of course they're also partnering with the RSD and everything with Nancy Lopez coming to town here pretty soon. So, but we talk. They got a golf tournament coming up, and talk a little bit about the program and everything else. So we're going to play their interview we had on Monday here in just a few minutes. In the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to replay our interview we had, we showed yesterday, but the Chaves County Federated Republican Women joined us Monday to talk about today's actually monthly meeting that they have at the Elks Lodge. It'll be at 11:30 here today. And so we're going to play the interview in the 8 o'clock hour, talking about guests, and you can still go. I don't know if you can get a meal. You might, but you can at least RSVP if you say I want to come today. But if you try calling them this morning, you may be able to get you a meal. But the deadline's kind of past for that. But I think if you sweet talk them, you get in there. But anyway, we'll play that interview here in just a bit, or in the 8 o'clock hour. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, about 9:15, Captain Mike Evans with the Salvation Army joined us on Friday. They've got a car show coming up and other fundraising events and things. And, of course, their work going on. They do their monthly breakfasts, which they've already had. They do it the second Saturday of the month, which has already happened for this month, but they'll do it again in September. But anyway, we talk mostly about their car show and some of their need for volunteers and things. So we'll play the interview with Captain Mike in the 9 o'clock hour. Plus, we'll have all of the newses and sports, Wall Street business updates, whatever else, Cowboys update, all that good stuff. By the way, I saw Cowboys are doing joint practices this week with, I believe, the Saints, and I saw some of that footage. They get a little chippy. They always do during the like they've been starting doing this about, I don't know, half dozen years now, where like one of their preseason games, like the two teams will actually like meet and do joint scrimmages and practices together for a couple days before the preseason game. They've been doing this for, I don't know, at least half dozen years now, and now it's like every team's doing them now, and so this week it is the Dallas is one of the teams, and the Saints, they're doing their joint practices, and usually they get and this is where I think you're also seeing another reason where, there's only 3 preseason games now, and I think with these scrimmages now they get a lot of their starters, the guys that. They play them a lot during that scrimmage there, and then they kind of hide them on actual preseason game day. Like, for instance, Washington in Miami last week, they were doing the inter squad scrimmages and all that before their preseason game, and all the starters were for Washington anywhere were really playing in that scrimmage stuff. When we got to the preseason game last Friday, I think 1 or 2 of our starters played, and it was mostly just like rookies or guys that that they want a little more before they put them in, but it was our second stringers in there, and so I think because now they do this inter squad stuff before, I think you're going to see less and less starters playing, especially that first preseason game and things, and so that's now all the sports talk guys talk about. I know, like, because I follow Washington's because I'm a fan of that they all talk about, should Jaden play, should not play, he shouldn't play, yes he should, he's got to play some, but it's that game where. And I'm a sucker for it every time. And it's the same thing every year. But this is what being a sports fan is, I guess. So, all right. It is 14 minutes after 7 o'clock. Let us get you up to date on the weather. Like I said, a whole lot of hot. But they're saying there's a little chance. We'll see.
The National Championship Air Races return to Roswell, New Mexico. Get your tickets today at airrace.org.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore with your Pecos Valley weather. Ridge of high pressure in place, so we have dry weather and triple-digit heat remaining in the forecast. Wall-to-wall sunshine for today with highs for Roswell, Carlsbad, and Artesia between 102 and 104. Overnight lows are settling from the low to mid-70s. And it looks like for Thursday and for Friday, too, highs are right around 100 up to about 103. More of the same for the weekend. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
Thank you, Jennifer. Currently 73 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 37%. Winds are out of the south at 12 miles per hour. Yeah, sunny, hot, 103 our expected high today with southeast winds 5 to 10. But tonight there is a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 9, but before midnight. So there's our sweet spot between 9 and midnight tonight. Partly cloudy with an overnight low of 71 with south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. For you Thursday, mostly sunny and a high of 101 tomorrow. Winds will be out of the south, 5 to 10 miles per hour. And again, tomorrow night, they're giving us a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms before midnight tomorrow night. Mostly cloudy with an overnight low of 72. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. All right. For Friday, hot. High of 101. Winds out of the south 5 to 10. Relax. No talk of rain Friday night. Just clear skies. Overnight low of 72. And then a hot one for the weekend as well. Sunny and hot with a high of 101 on Saturday. Sunday, sunny and hot with a high of 102. And the start of next week not looking any better. 103 for both Monday and Tuesday of next week. So, but maybe we'll get some rain tonight and or tomorrow night. Cross your fingers. All right, 16 minutes after 7. We're going to take about a 3-minute break. And we will play our interview with the ladies from First Tee on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
This lot is stocked. The Summer is Stocked sales event is on now at Roswell Hyundai with great deals on an unbelievable selection of fresh new vehicles. Get 3.49% for up to 60 months and $1,000 in bonus cash on in-stock 26 Kona, 3.49% for 60 and $2,000 in bonus cash on in-stock 26 Elantra, and 0% for 60 and up to $3,000 in dealer choice bonus cash on 26 Tucson SE, plus 0 down and no payments for 90 days. The Summer is Stocked sales event on now at Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd. Pecos Valley Equipment, your local John Deere dealer. Their compact utility tractors can do it all. Clear brush, grade driveways, mow pastures, dig post holes, or move dirt. There's an implement for every job. Rotary cutters, box blades, pallet forks, tillers, grapplers, augers, and more to help you work smarter, not harder. Built for performance, built to last, built to fit your John Deere. Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment, 312 West Ritchie and Artesia, or 1015 South Atkinson in Roswell. One tractor, endless possibilities. The Office Management and Technologies program at ENMU Roswell prepares you with the skills you need to succeed in today's workplace. From creating professional documents to mastering communication and administrative skills, you'll be equipped to keep any office running smoothly. You'll build clear professional communication skills, learn effective administration techniques, and gain hands-on experience with today's technology. Whether you're starting your career or leveling up your skills, this program is your path to success. Call ENMU Roswell today at 575-624-7337 or log on to roswell.enmu.edu.
My name is Vicente Griego. I'm a touring flamenco singer, and one thing that was important was to identify a company that I could have insurance with if I needed any health care outside of the state of New Mexico. The kind of insurance I have now, I would not be able to afford. I pay based on my income through Be Well. Something so important as having insurance changed my life in the way I even see health care. Get online, look it up, Be Well. What's the best that can happen?
This summer, enjoy outdoor family fun with seamless Wi-Fi, now available from Plateau. Great news, Roswell. Construction on Zone 39 is officially complete. Save on the speed you need with Plateau. Switch today and get reliable, blazing fast speed to stream more, game more, and surf more than ever before. Plus consistent billing and no data caps. And with Plateau, you'll save more too. Call 1-877-PLATEAU or log on to plateautel.com today. Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
Summer fun is almost done, but the savings roll on during the Roswell Honda Summer Event. Now through the end of the month, score an unbelievable rate on your next ride, like 5.49% for up to 60 months on 2026 Civic Hatchback, 3.99% for up to 60 on 26 HRV and Accord Hybrid, 2.49% for up to 36 months on 26 CRV and CRV Hybrid, and an unbelievable 1.99% for up to 36 months on 2026 Ridgeline. The Summer Event on now at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The U.S. Treasury once considered producing donut-shaped coins. They instead decided to go with coin-shaped donuts. Here's Mike Winters.
In studio this morning to talk First Tee and little golf and all that stuff. With the folks from First Tee, we have Rebecca Porte. I always boss that.
I know. It looks like it should be fancy, but it's not. Just Porty.
And then Adrienne and Chase Fields as well this morning. Good morning, ladies. How's everybody doing?
Good morning. We're fantastic.
Good. Before we kind of get into everything, let's kind of explain First Tee, because this is a really cool program that is really designed to get youth interested in golf and present it in a way that, they teach the kids life lessons and kind of like life through golf.
We do.
But it really is a platform to expose kids to a sport that they might not normally get a chance to play and be a part of. Is that kind of a good descriptor of First Tee a little bit?
Well, I would say we lead with leadership skills, the character skills, and golf is just inherently wonderful for teaching those because there's an integrity, responsibility out there, taking your own score,
controlling your emotions.
That's a big one.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think we lead with the leadership skills, and golf just flows perfectly into those lessons.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it is new to students.
Yeah, and obviously because trying to get into golf on your own can be quite expensive to buy clubs and all that, and that's where First Tee comes in. It's like, no, we got, and the cool part is they get kids that are, I'm just saying, as soon as they walk, they give them golf clubs. Is what I'm saying. And so
Chase is a perfect example of that.
And so, and so, like, they help these young men and women with their first clubs, their first set, and it's kind of it's really like introduces them to the sport and makes it in a way that's very affordable, very approachable, and like you said, at the same time, learn to become adults at the same time, learn those skills.
And Mike, and you hit it just right. Mm-hmm. We do strive to bring golf to kids that normally would not have the opportunity to play that. Yeah. We do make it accessible to kids from all walks of life.
Absolutely.
And so that is one of the great things of this program is teaching them those vital life skills through the game, but also providing them with the opportunity to do so.
Right. And to be honest, this is one of those things that people, especially probably non-golfers, don't realize is, yes, it's an individual sport, but very much a team sport at the same time.
Can absolutely.
Yes, you're on the course and it's you and the ball and trying to make the play here. But really, there's the coaches, the team working with you. There's a lot of, and obviously, depending on the type of golf, there's, you're working as a team. But it is really a thing that allows kids to individually excel, but also learn team building and learn some of the things that you don't think about sometimes through golf.
Yeah, sometimes. And many kids can golf of different abilities, ages, backgrounds, and it's in that individuality helps in that. If they're not a ball sport kind of kid, if they're not a running kid, then this gives them an opening to do things.
Absolutely.
It's very inclusive.
Yes. Yeah. I have a niece. She doesn't live here. She lives in Albuquerque, and she's one of these folks that she's a young lady that is, now she's like 12, 13. She's a teenager now, but she didn't start that way. And and she's one that's kind of socially withdrawn a little bit. She's not kind of
totally,
but golf is her.
That's her thing.
Like her thing. Like she's really good at stats and numbers, and she's one of those people that loves like
lots of
baseball stats and things.
Yep.
But whatever it is about golf, she resonates with, and
I'm so glad she found it.
That's her, and so her and her dad and her grandfather. That's like their. I mean, she does play softball and stuff too, but golf's her thing.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's what she cares about. That's what she dreams about at night. You know what I mean? Like that's her passion.
And
that's
we love to hear that it's reached out to more girls.
Yeah.
We have a great girls golf program that just brings the game just to girls so they can have that environment.
Yeah.
And that makes a big difference because it is a male.
Sure.
Male sport.
And she's more socially coming out because of that. Like where she was less apt to talk to people.
Right. Yeah.
Now that she's got a little confidence, a little bit, she's now, don't get me wrong, if you keep the window of golf and things she's into, but she will, someone that normally wouldn't talk will now talk to you.
Yeah,
you
that's
know what
wonderful.
I mean? That's that in golf I attribute to a lot of, and I think that's what a lot of what you teach through First Tee.
It is.
We do. We've watched that happen with so many of our participants, and also we have a lot of teen mentors. And we've watched these kids come up through the program, then work for us, and they started very, very shy, and now they lead classes. It's really amazing the transformation that you see.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm sure it's night and day. Where it's like they come in kind of that wallflower, very
totally.
They come
not
in as kids,
and
they leave as young adults, ready to conquer. We've got lots of kids who left us to go to college this fall, and it's sad to see them go, but it's so exciting because we know they're really prepared.
Well, at the end of the day, that's the goal.
That is
right?
the goal.
Yeah,
Send them away.
We're giving them the tools to go
we
be.
do want them to go to college as much as we don't want them to go.
Yeah.
We do.
Well, here's the thing: they got to come back and take care of us because we're going to be old and crotchety,
Yes,
and we
sir.
need, we need
Someday.
someone.
Exactly. Yeah.
You got to prepare the kids to take care of you later.
She's already doing that for me.
I can do this, Mom.
So, when did you start with First Tee? Did you start at a very young age, or?
As soon as my mom was working for the First Tee.
She was coming with me to work.
Yes. Good deal.
So she's been, she was crawling on the putting green quite literally.
So did you grow up playing golf? No. When did you get the golf bug?
So I came through the game of golf, or to the game of golf, through marriage.
Okay.
Way long time ago.
Gotcha. It's like, I want to connect with my husband. I better learn to play golf.
I started at the First Tee just as a volunteer.
Just helping.
As a volunteer back in 2005.
Okay.
So we've been around for 21 years.
So the rest
this is our
history.
21st year. And I started as a volunteer.
Nice.
And right around that time, she was born. And then they brought me on board in 2009.
Okay.
And so so
Seems
she's
like a
been
long
around.
time.
She's been around. So where are you at now? Like what are you doing now, and what's your next?
I play golf for University of Texas at Permian Basin.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are you studying in school? Just curious.
Going into kind of bouncing between deciding majors, but going in between mathematics, kind of accounting, going down that route.
Makes sense. Again, golf, math,
Yes,
engineering.
right,
There's a lot of
reoccurring theme
lot
here.
of similarities there in the work there.
But
Awesome.
Chase, she started working for us well before she was actually able to get a learner's permit. And she worked for free, and then
that's called volunteering.
Well, I know how that works.
But you're right.
I get it. Like when I was a kid, my dad was a scoutmaster involved in Scouts, so by default, I was involved in Scouts.
That's
I
it.
love Scouts. I'm a big, but I got in because Dad was involved, and I get it. Mom, you're coming.
That's how we continue that.
Yeah.
Because you probably learned a lot of things, watching your dad be instructed in those ways. So
absolutely.
it's a valuable tool.
I mean, at the beginning, you're kind of like, but now 20 years,
I know.
more than 20 years, but years later, I'm like, I am who I am today because of a lot of what that is. And
Absolutely, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Kids need to see it in action.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the benefits of our program.
Well, and golf, really, it's all the emotions. The honesty part, because there's days that the ball ain't traveling the way you want it to. It ain't lying the way you want. The wind ain't working with you, and you want to, there's one, I can take a mulligan here. No, you've got, this is the integrity side of it.
Well, and that's where like the life skills of the First Tee really come in, is that those habits have really translated to my everyday life. We learned our 9 core values. I even remember the song that went along with it.
Yeah.
And I really can see in all areas of my life how that has reflected.
And I'm going to take a guess, just a guess, that like you'll be at school or doing something test or some kind of project or something that's challenging. Mm-hmm. And you're going to revert to some of these little sayings or little nuggets of wisdom.
Absolutely.
That kind of stuck in your head, and like, that's how I get through it.
Yeah, it helps you ground yourself, and as opposed to running to maybe an easier alternative route, grinding through it and really pushing through.
Yeah, it's
and I wouldn't know that without First Tee, really.
And you don't realize it till hindsight, do you?
Absolutely.
You start, like, all the stuff your mom was telling you, like, 10 years ago, now starting to come to fruition a little bit.
It's like, oh, wow, okay, I actually get it now. She wasn't just totally
I hate to burst,
talking crazy.
I hate to burst your bubble. The older you get, the more and more that's going to happen.
Dang it.
You know what? Your mom's probably still doing it with her mom in some days. It's like, man, she told me that it never ends. It's just what your parents instill in you. It even when you think you're long out, it comes back to you.
Absolutely.
It does. And that's really what First Tee's about, is getting a foundation for these kids to pursue whatever they want to do and give them the tools to kind of help them get there. And help
and the
them do
motivation to do good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the actual want to.
Yeah.
And not to mention, you get to pick up golf and get fun and activity. And anytime you can get kids moving in this day and age that's not behind a screen of some way, shape, or form, that's a good thing. So,
and it's a sport that the parent can become involved in, too.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be out there playing flag football with my son.
Right.
But I can certainly go out and play golf with him. And so it's a lifelong sport.
You can be golf and not be the most athletic of people.
Right.
To
Me,
be good at it.
I'm thankful for that.
Yeah. And one of the few things you don't have to be good at to have fun. There's a couple others we're not supposed to mention, but golf's one of them that you can be bad at and still have fun.
Golf's in the top 5.
Yes.
We do have classes coming up in September that are exciting.
So good time to kind of start up to get your children involved.
Yes, it is. September. Flyers will go out to the schools coming up soon, but we start right after Labor Day, which is fast approaching.
Now, what's requirements? What's the bare minimum to get a child?
You have to be at least 5
5
years old. We used to have a preschool program. That was quite challenging. So we moved it up just a little bit, 5 years old.
Let them season another year.
Yes. And so they come once a week for 8 weeks.
Excellent.
So
and they go down the links and learn the golf basics and eventually.
And they get all parts of the weather. It'll start hot, and then by the end, we'll be in the dark.
You get the best of New Mexico has to offer.
Right in the fall, true.
You'll get like 1 week of nice weather, and then be hot or windy or cold or something.
Windy for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. And we also have a golf tournament coming up, which is really quick coming up, the 22nd, Saturday.
Yep. And where's that happening?
It'll happen at Nimmy Golf Course. That's where our facility is.
All of your teachings and golfing is at the Nimmy course. There,
yes, we do partner with Nancy Lopez Golf Course, but that's our home base is at Nimmy. We've been there for 21 years. But the tournament is this Saturday. We have sponsorships still available.
So if you'd like to sponsor,
we have a couple of teams.
We have a couple of team spots, not many, but
nice.
Yeah, we're excited. We're looking for good weather.
Good deal.
And we also have a silent auction as well. So if anyone out there wants to donate something to our auction,
we still got time to work it in there.
Yes,
we
would love some items.
A services package of some kind, or a spa package, or a trip, or I don't know. People like coolers and stuff. You know?
Right, yes, exactly.
All of the above.
An inordinate amount of coolers are loved in that golfing community.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I imagine you can never go wrong with like golf tees, bags, balls, stuff that's you just go through a lot of as a golfer,
absolutely.
It's like
they love to eat. We like to play golf.
Here is
wear hats.
Lawn and leaf trash size bag of golf tees for you.
Yes. We go through about 1,000 a semester.
That'll get you through a season right there.
Sounds like my dream.
Yeah.
Oh, their golf balls are probably the more coveted.
Yeah,
right?
I was going to say, give me a bin of Pro V1Xs.
Although,
and it may be a little
do
different.
people get particular about the ball?
Oh,
like that's like I know clubs but like.
Tees are okay, though.
It's like, that's a Titleist. I'm not touching it. I'm only a whatever guy or whatever it is.
I will only play with the Titleist Pro V1X.
Okay, see, there you go. Now, I got to ask. Like, is it, what's your reason? Like I want to, is it like a legit, the carbon fibers on it, or is it like, because that's what Daddy used?
Right, or superstitious.
Yeah, I'm just
generally, it's a better golf ball.
Okay.
So one way you can test it, if you put your thumbnail into just outside of the golf ball, you can see whether or not how soft it is or whatever. And you put your fingernail into a Pro V1X, and it's incomparable.
So let me ask this as a dummy.
Okay.
Is a softer ball better or worse in golf?
Depends on how much spin you're working with.
Okay, so it depends on the shot.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you probably would want a softer golf ball in any case. But it's
so
just
say I'm on the tee and I'm just trying to whack the snot out of it to get it 300 yards down the field. What do I want, a harder ball or a soft ball?
I would probably say you want to go for your Pro V1 instead of a Pro V1X because it'll roll out more.
Now, let me ask this. You can't change out the ball in the hole, right? Like, you can't be like, now I'm putting, I'm going to ball. Or do you have to use the same ball?
Unless you actually lost the golf ball, no, you have to go to the next.
That's what I figured. I was like, you can't just be like, oh, this is my putting ball. This is my driving ball. Yeah, you can't.
Yes, correct.
One right
Chase likes to use the ball from start to finish.
Right, that's where I was.
But me, I like 4 or 5 balls between as I lose them.
Well, I know that you lose them, but by rule, right, you're supposed to use the same ball.
Same one.
You can change it on the tee. So if you're in the middle of a hole, of course not. But if you go to the next hole.
Right, but you can't be be like,
switch it up.
pick this up and like I'm in the rough. I'm going to go with my rough ball instead of my.
Absolutely.
right.
Yeah,
Yes, correct.
Makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Because I was thinking, well, maybe you can. I don't know. Because no, it's play it where it lies. And if you're,
right.
I mean, we've seen enough golf on TV.
Yep.
There's a guy standing on a stick on top of the thing trying to.
In some weird predicament.
I gotta ask this because I just watched it on Netflix, and I know you're golfers, and so I didn't know. Like, have you watched the Hawk? Have you ever seen it? Like, if you have Netflix,
No, we do need to watch that.
So Will
Yes,
Ferrell
right.
basically put out his own little golf series called The Hawk.
Yes.
Did he really?
And it's kind of funny. I watched it.
Is it? I didn't know it was Will Ferrell.
Yeah, it's Will Ferrell.
To be
Yeah, Will Ferrell is
so good. Today we're watching it.
It is. I mean, it's a little Happy Gilmore light, but it's
It would have to
more
be.
Will Ferrell-y, and where he's like a retired golf guy that like was like kind of a superstar, but kind of a loose cannon, and now his kid is a golfer, and he's trying to get back in, and then Molly Shannon is his ex-wife, if you remember her from Saturday Night Live. Yeah, there's some famous and
that's two big names right there.
Well, his son is I can't remember his. I've seen him in stuff. I just can't remember his name. But he's been in a bunch of stuff too. The son.
Yeah,
has.
cool.
He was on.
The Hawk. I would not have expected that. To be
it's Will Ferrell. It's pretty funny.
Golf.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yes.
Now, granted, it's mature audiences like 17. You know, it's not for your 6-year-olds.
We're good.
So the three of us are out.
Exactly. You're too young. But like, it's a Will Ferrell comedy, so Anchorman humor applies.
Yes,
so
good.
If that's too crude,
Anchorman level humor.
if it's
Sign
crude,
us up.
if that's too crude for you, maybe not your cup of tea. But it's Will Ferrell. So, but it is pretty funny.
I'm gonna have to cover my mom's ears.
Yes.
But it's kind of. Oh, and also in it is a New Mexico alum, Luke Wilson.
Oh yeah, he's from Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, the other brother.
Owen.
Luke, not Owen. Not the blonde, the other one, Luke.
He went to Navy.
Yeah. He's the one. Yeah, he's in it too. Yeah.
You've hyped me up for this.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
we're
pretty good.
in, right?
I'm surprised that golfers haven't heard this one. It's the Hawk.
Yeah, we've been busy.
And it's even got the cheesy like 80s call him the Hawk music intro and all that. It's kind of a whole.
Maybe even have some I'm All Right
Oh
in
yeah,
there.
it's got he's the greatest number in the world. It's just enough cheese. You'll like it.
Yes, we'll love it.
But at the end, you're kind of rooting for everybody because he's
Definitely. Cool, fun.
Yeah. He's an egomaniac jerk, that kind of, learns.
He learns his lesson very late. Well,
yeah.
Yes, exactly.
He does play that part well.
Like, speaking of which, and the other Wilson, Owen Wilson, like if you have Apple Plus, there was a show called Stick.
Exactly. I watched that.
It's very good. It's like a more comedic version of Stick a little bit. Like it's
perfect.
Kind of in the same vein, but more slapsticky.
Yep.
If that, but still has a little heart. Like
and
the other
Owen graduated from the Institute.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah,
he's an Institute guy. But
he really the
speaking of
brother?
Wilson's the other one
I
here.
didn't
But
know that.
Isn't that
Wow.
crazy?
But-
he was friends with Scotty's.
yeah.
No kidding.
So after first tee, come watch some movies. We got TV programming for you here.
Exactly.
I'll bring after all the tournaments are done.
But you still have time to sign up for this weekend's tournament.
We do.
Yes.
As a sponsor, as a golfer too.
As a golfer as well. We have a couple teams left.
Is it 3-person?
Four-person scramble.
Scrambles, very good.
Yes.
Shotgun starts and all that kind of stuff, and probably have like hole-in-one prizes and all the things.
We've got all the goodies.
All the stuff that's atypical golf tournament. Are some of the kids going to get to play too, or is this
we
mostly
do have some
adults?
kids playing.
Okay.
In fact, this year we've got a couple kids who are playing with their parents.
Oh, good.
And so that's always fun. They have a great time. If you're golfing with kids, you're going to have a better time.
Yeah, this is a fun golf tournament. I mean, if you want to treat it competitive, but we're here to raise money and show the kids your sportsman side of things.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Be a good
remember,
example, not a terrible
Don't get
warning.
mad.
remember, don't do all the Happy Gilmore moves.
At least
Unless it's a
once
happy
week.
dance.
Start yelling at your ball to get in his home and do all that. Maybe leave all that.
I've definitely pulled that move a couple of times.
Just get in your home.
She has. Just go home.
And I think at least once a week, some kid says, "Can I Happy Gilmore it off the driving range?"
Oh, yes,
You may
right.
not.
Oh, come on.
True.
Every kid wants to do that. I want to do that.
I'll buy
Who wants to just do that?
Yeah.
Especially if you do it right. And you hit it, you're like,
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Every kid's got to try at least once.
Yeah, they do.
Now, are you starting to putt with a hockey stick?
Close.
If you're putting with a hockey stick, that might be a bridge too far.
It's a tennis racket, so I'm about to make the transition.
A lacrosse stick.
Yeah.
Speaking of golf movies, Tin Cup, another good one.
That's a good one.
That just reminded me because
thinking of Tin
you remember the
Cup
round where
yeah.
he uses his golf club or uses his tennis racket?
Golf movies.
Yeah.
You know,
Tin Cup's a
really,
good
The
one.
ending of
And
that
that new
movie
one.
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of my own game.
Does it?
Yes.
You're a Tin Cup type?
I've grown a little bit.
Nice.
Maybe in my earlier days.
So you're a little
Yes.
bit Don Johnson, a little bit.
Absolutely. I've evolved.
Yeah, I wouldn't say she's Don Johnson. No,
Well, he always played it safe. Don Johnson always played it safe.
Yes,
and then
exactly.
Tin Cup was like, so you got the rural guy's probably in between Tin Cup and Don Johnson, whatever his character was named.
Yes, exactly.
We'll just
Kevin
say
Costner,
that my course management has
That should be
gotten
on a
lot
T-shirt
better.
somewhere. Live life between Don Johnson and Tin Cup.
Yeah, I think it's a great point of reference. It's fabulous.
It is.
But I better reel it in just to get it. Please come out, learn more about First Tee. Come see. Please, like you said, now's a good time to get your youth signed up. As long as they're at least 5 years of age, that's really the only requirement here.
We provide all the equipment, so they do not need to go out and buy a lot of equipment.
Not yet, anyway, till they get the bug,
until
and then
they
they're going
really
to want
get
it.
interested. No special shoes, no uniforms required.
Don't need special cleats or whatever.
No, just your regular athletic shoe. Something covers your toenails.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes, yeah. No open toe. This is not. This ain't the peach. Wear closed-toed shoes.
We keep it very easy, so lots of kids can participate. We have a lot of scholarship opportunities because we have such great support in the community.
That's awesome.
So it is.
Yeah, it's a great program. Come learn about it. Like I said, come out to the tournament even if you don't necessarily golf or anything, just come out and watch and learn and ask.
Look at our silent auction items.
Yeah, bid on the auction items. But if you still got time to golf or want to donate a silent auction item, still got time. Yep. Best way to get a hold of you guys through Facebook maybe or
on our phone. Give me a holler. It's 623-4444.
Very good. Okay.
Pretty easy.
So just a lot of fours.
Yes.
Yes.
Four.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I do. We got lucky. We really did. Yes. I do want to give a special shout out to Roswell Toyota and Kremlin.
The Kremlin Auto Group's always a big supporter.
They are amazing. They have been supporters of the First Tee for as long as I've been around. And so thank you guys for everything that you do for First Tee. And Pioneer Bank has been a great supporter.
Again, another organization or business that's always involved in the community and stuff.
Cal Barron, Doug, thank you, Doug. You're always amazing.
Yes. He feeds all our golfers.
Yes, exactly.
I just had some Pasta Cafe over the weekend.
Very nice.
We always like to hear that.
Yeah,
awesome.
And I remember to use my rewards. See, that's my problem, is I keep forgetting that you have a reward.
Darn it.
Like, if you didn't know, if you eat at Cattle Baron or Farley's or Pasta Cafe, they have like a rewards program. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and you give them their number and you sign up, but I forget half the time, so I've only got like $8 on there. But I remembered yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, I got rewards in them.
Somebody put out a 50s plus discount list, and I was perusing it very closely because I'm almost 50, and I thought,
I didn't know about this
call
list.
in some numbers. I'll show
So you must be getting the old AARP. I've been getting those. I'm over 50 now, but I've been getting those for about 5 years.
They start
it's very exciting.
Early, I think, in the mail.
I get mad when I see them. Like, screw you. I don't need no AARP.
Right. Brendan Fraser was on the cover of the magazine. I was like, why is this young man on this?
I know.
I know. Yeah, right?
So
You're like,
young.
Is that Pauly Shore? What's going on?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, pretty much. But and of course, I know you can always. There's First Tee of Southeast New Mexico on Facebook. That's the Facebook page
and our website.
And I highly recommend you like and follow that way. And that's a good way if you have a question or need anything, you can shoot a message and someone will respond to you pretty quick too. And, and like if you have a question about this weekend or if you hey, do you need any of this for the silent auction? They'd be like, yes, bring that down.
And I should also add, we are going to be helping a bit with the Nancy Lopez.
Yes, tomorrow we're going to have Diane on.
Diane will be, but people can contact us if they have questions about that weekend as well.
Diane Taylor, I think she'll be on tomorrow with me. But yes, in case you haven't heard, the new Nancy Lopez school that students are just now going into, they're kind of having the dedication ceremony coming up here in September. The Nancy Lopez and others will be coming to town for the dedication.
It's exciting.
It's and I don't care who you are. If you're a golfer in Southeast New Mexico, you owe what you do, your heritage, to Nancy Lopez and what she does. What she has done for golf, for women in golf, but for golf in general. I mean, let alone women, just golf in general.
Yes,
100%.
She has done so much to bring the sport of golf to New Mexico, to bring, kind of like First Tee.
Yes.
She's a girl that grew up in Roswell, New Mexico, not exactly the country club lifestyle that most golfers come from, and things like that. And she paved the way for a lot of people.
She's a pioneer.
Yeah. And so I hope a lot of you do get to participate when she comes to town.
We've had a great reception when we visit with people about the upcoming celebration and the golf tournament dinner. So lots of good positive things.
And I think she still has family in town that she gets to visit from time to time. I know I think she calls Florida home most of the time now. But but I think she's still got some family in the area that she probably sneaks into town.
She's bringing some family in, so it's exciting for them to see her.
But we are looking forward to that. But we'll talk more about that. But yes,
good. But if they have questions, they can ask us about that as well.
I hope she gets to sneak over to you guys on some point and maybe not come in and visit the kids
we have some plans.
Good.
Yes, we do have some plans.
I don't want to spill beans or nothing, but sure be a good idea.
We're on the same
thinking, Mike.
But she is a real gem of Roswell, and we're so blessed to have her come back and at minimum to honor her with the school and upgrading, giving, obviously making a school worthy of her name now.
Absolutely.
The old Nancy Lopez school with a little worse for wear, but
it has seen so many young people.
This one's a long time coming, and
definitely
so we're excited. I know it was years and years of blood, sweat, and tears by a lot of people to get that school put together, and so it's come to fruition, and now we get to celebrate that.
We do have some beautiful elementary schools.
Oh, absolutely.
And middle school too. High schools, we're still working.
I'm telling you, my wife, who's this is her 29th year teaching in the RISD. She's taught all at Brendo Elementary, mostly second except for 1 year. But I'm telling you right now, every single school in the district is night and day different compared to when she started 29 years ago.
Just the air conditioning
the schools,
like
Brendo Elementary was a dump back then. The swamp coolers, it was just a hot mess. And now it's a beautiful school that is great amenities, great facilities, and every other school in the district's the same way now. It's just,
as a plug to your wife, because we have a great in-school program that brings the science of golf to the schools, and that's a perfect age. We have some really cool hands-on, so mention it to her.
I will do that.
We'll bring it in free.
Absolutely.
They can come to the golf course for a free field trip.
Yeah.
And,
with STEM,
really
so
cool.
we incorporate STEM.
And I'll tell my wife, hey, this might get them to behave better because they'll get more, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they love to come to the golf course. They rarely have any problems with behavior.
Just saying, you get a wild bunch, bring them through, that might,
it does
focus and channel that energy.
Chill out, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
It works though.
It does.
You're not lying. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes.
I wish we had that energy they had. Like if I had the energy of a second grader with my brain now, how amazing could I be?
Oh my goodness! Right?
It's a fine line between dangerous and amazing.
Yeah, exactly. I could destroy the world or save it. I'm not sure which, but I can do something. Absolutely. But yes, please invest in your kids. Come learn about the First Tee program. Come, especially if you're a golfer. This is a great way to introduce your kids into golf. But maybe you're not so much a golfer, and maybe this is a way to get you into golf through your kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe you can go out there and your kid learns something, and let them teach you a thing or two on the golf course. The next thing, if it's an activity you can do, whereas maybe the instead of the father or the mother doing the teaching, it's the daughter or the son doing it.
Absolutely. And they love that. They love to give adults instructions.
Absolutely.
Golf is for all ages too.
Absolutely.
That's the best part.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, and it's using the skills that you have in golf translate to life. That's just, the problem solving, the overcoming adversity, just navigating, celebrating the successes, how to deal with that correctly, all of the above.
Resilience.
Yeah. I mean, we always try to teach people for failure, but it also teaches people for success, too. And we always forget, we always set people up to, like, learn from failure, which is important. You want to do that. But what happens when you do succeed? Act like you've been there before. Let's show you how to do that, too.
That's right. Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
That's part of the game.
Yeah.
Good deal. Is there anything we missed, ladies? Anything we wanted to cover that
I think we covered
started talking about Happy Gilmore or something? I got sidetracked on?
I think we got
we didn't get enough food talk. Did we have any food like that?
I think we should talk more about Tin Cup.
There you go. That's a great movie. It's been a minute since I've seen it, and you know what? One of my top 5 Cheech Marin favorite movies too. Is Cheech Marin.
No, great.
I mean, I do love the old Cheech and Chong movies, but he kind of seasoned himself a little better.
He rose above a little. Yeah,
by the time Tin Cup came out. So.
And Caddyshack, of course. Which I don't know if you've ever seen that. Okay, you did.
The original
Caddyshack,
or the second one? Or the
original.
Yeah, the original one's better, but there's a second one too with Bill Murray that's pretty fun. Or no, is Bill Murray in the original one? Dan Aykroyd's in the second one. Like Bill Murray's is the guy going after the gopher in the first one.
Yes,
I think it's Dan Aykroyd in the second.
Oh, I think you're right.
I think it is. I think it's Dan Aykroyd in the second.
I think the second one does not do the first one justice, Mike. I'm gonna have to disagree with you if you think that.
I'm a fan. I mean, Chevy Chase is hit or miss with me, but I do like anything, but I like a lot of his stuff, but Chevy's kind of, but
yes,
but no, that's
Fletch,
a classic.
Come
movie.
on,
Yeah, Fletch is a great movie.
Yeah,
I love Vacation. I love
yes.
Fletch. I love another obscure one of his is Animal Farm. Do you remember that one?
Yes, I do remember
he's a writer and he goes off to be the country.
I do remember that.
And there's a line from that movie where they ask how to get directions, and the guy's like, "Well, you want to go up here and take a left where the barn used to be," and he's like, "How the hell does he know where the barn used to be?" But there was, and then the other line from that movie is where they go to eat lamb fries for the first time, and he breaks the record for eating 25 or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, the secrets are cut him real low, and he finds out what they are. And he's like, oh, and he spits it out, and he scratches off the record and puts 27 back up. It's a classic movie.
Absolutely.
But anyway, First Tee of Southeast New Mexico, please come out, go online, go to Facebook. What's the website again for the? Is it First Tee?
First Tee Southeastern New Mexico.
Very good.
All spelled out.
And if you don't remember that, just Google First Tee Roswell, First Tee Southeast New Mexico.
That'll get you there.
First thing that pops up. And then, again, there's still time for the golf tournament this weekend. If you want to sign up, if you want to sponsor, if you want to donate, please, all the above, reach out.
And all the money raised stays in the Chaps County programming.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah. And what's the phone number again? I know it's all the 4s.
623-4444.
Yep. So 623-575 for the New Mexico.
Right.
623 and a bunch of 4s. And then you'll get through there.
Then you're there.
There it is. Perfect.
Awesome.
Well, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
And,
thank you so much.
See you guys next time. And,
all right.
And anytime, like, even if I know we get a little down if there's some of the kids that actually want to come in and talk a little bit.
Oh, they sure would.
That's a great idea.
But even maybe a few of our wee lasses and
little ones. I'm sure Miss Bella.
Yeah, my daughter would love to.
You're too seasoned. Yeah, you need a young.
You're old now.
Yeah, you're all seasoned. You're all like adult-like. You need. We want more kid.
My daughter's 7, and she golfs with us, and so
she would be great.
That'd be fun. Yeah, I'd love to hear. They're all smarter than us. They just don't really, or they have less filter. And that's a good
filter
thing.
Is
like
truly,
we get adults and we start trying to be nice and stuff. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying sometimes kids are just bluntly honest, and you need to hear that sometimes.
They're objective.
Yeah, exactly. They don't understand that. Oh, I'm hurting your feelings. You just asked me an adult. I'm just calling shots over here.
You asked me to
right.
Yeah. So, but thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you next time.
RN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. Primary voters in several states have had their say, and that includes in Florida, where several key races have now been decided. President Trump is delaying 50% tariffs on $20 billion worth of Canadian imports after the two countries reached a tentative last-minute deal. It came just hours before those tariffs were due to take effect. Ukrainian drones have hit a major logistics center outside Moscow, setting it on fire. The attack is part of Ukraine's strategy to strike deep inside Russia using long-range drones. The South Korean and American militaries have agreed to sharply scale back their drills. That at President Trump's request. South Korea's military says the joint exercises will end Friday the 21st and not on the 27th as originally planned. Stocks opening higher this morning on Wall Street. More details, srnnews.com.
With your Cowboys Report, I'm Christy Scales. If you like spicy, you would have loved yesterday's joint practice with the Saints. It got fiery hot, in fact, with the head coach kicking a player off the field. Details after this.
Cowboys Nation is big because everything's bigger in Texas. And Reliant has the energy to power it all. From home field advantage to home sweet home, Reliant has Dallas Cowboys fans all across the Lone Star State covered for every electric moment this season and beyond. Reliant, proud to be the official energy provider of your Dallas Cowboys.
Reliant, PUCT number 10007.
Picture yourself making your morning coffee. You know those few minutes while the water and the beans do their thing? Instead of scrolling, what if you video called a friend?
Connect with confidence, knowing AT&T Internet backup is included at no extra cost. Guaranteed. So even in a rare fiber outage, your wireless data can keep you connected. A cup and a call? That's the new ritual. Internet backup requires eligible AT&T wireless service, activation, and power source. Speeds vary. AT&T may slow data speeds if the network is busy. Backup may not be available in all locations. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
It's a good thing today is a player's day off at Cowboys training camp, a kind of cooling off, if you will, following yesterday's feisty joint practice with the Saints, marred by multiple fights, and linebacker Donovan Ezeraku getting thrown out of practice for throwing a punch. Head coach Brian Schottenheimer was not pleased that even though Cowboys teammates were sticking up for each other, the spiciness got in the way of needed practice reps.
We're always trying to protect. Our rule is to, hey, go grab a teammate. The brotherhood is real. You're not going to mess with us. But you can't hurt the football team. And when we lose a player or we get penalties, that's where you have to draw the line as a head coach and learn from the film and be better.
Tomorrow's our final practice here in Oxnard. Friday, we fly to Phoenix for Saturday's preseason game at the Cardinals. With your Cowboys Report, I'm Christy Scales.
Hey, Roswell, time is running out to cash in on some of the biggest savings of the season. The loan and lease termination sales event is happening right now at Roswell Ford. Drive away with a truckload of savings in a brand new Ford F-Series pickup with financing as low as 0% APR and make no payments for 90 days. Upside down in your current car, truck, or SUV and want out early? Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to get you out of your trade, even if you owe up to $10,000 more than it's worth. Have less than perfect credit? Roswell Ford works with a network of aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Get on board at Roswell Ford during our loan and lease termination event and get huge savings on all new F-Series trucks, America's top selling pickup in each of the past 49 years. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 36 months is $27.78 per thousand finance on F-150 trucks. Excludes Raptor. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined.
People are often surprised by what they find here. More expertise than people expect. Advanced technology. Board-certified physicians. Care you might expect to travel hours for. Right here. We've never believed where you live should determine the care you receive. Close to family, close to home. We're here. Artesia General Hospital.
I have a snake for your drain. You might want to step back.
Oh no, baby.
All AC units moke a little. Is normal.
Oh no, baby.
Aha! Now your sprinkler system's strong like bull.
Come on now. Don't let any fool work on your plumbing and air conditioning. Fergalicious. From clogged drains to sprinkler systems, Fergie's Plumbing and Heating is on the job. And who are you going to call for air filters and spring servicing on your AC unit? Fergalicious. Call Fergie's today, 622-2660. Nothing but love.
Fergalicious. Let's see what's at the cow. Autumn, Christmas, and holiday fabrics are here. The Calico Cow is your dealer for handy quilter, brother, and baby lock machines, and they service and repair most models. It's time to create. Sign up now for our classes and follow Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop on Facebook for updates and creation ideas. Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop, 200 East College in Roswell. Want to know how? Come to the cow.
It's hot outside, but the deals are even hotter during the summer clearance at Bush Appliance in Roswell. They're clearing the warehouse to make room for new arrivals, and that means massive savings on refrigerators, freezers, washers, dryers, dishwashers, ranges, cooktops, even full kitchen packages. Plus, custom kitchen and bathroom cabinetry too. Huge discounts and hot deals during the summer clearance event at Bush Appliance, 111 West Country Club Road in Roswell, Southeast New Mexico's home for appliances and cabinetry for generations.
Hey, Brady Sosa here with Richland Motors. Our end of summer truck deals are here. Get 1.9% for 60 months on GMC Sierra 1500s or 0% interest for 60 months on Chevy Silverado 1500s. Or take advantage of over $10,000 off on select Chevy Silverado 1500s. Are you looking to lower your payment? Ask us how you can lease a new Chevy Silverado 1500 for under $600 a month. So run, don't walk to Richland Motors on the corner of 2nd and Sycamore. We're right on the corner, right on the price.
On approved credit, lease eligibility may vary. Expires August 31st. See dealer for details.
Your home for Coast to Coast AM in Roswell, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico.
And we're closing in on 8 o'clock. Town Hall News is up next. We'll be back. Don't go away.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. Primary voters in several states have had their say, and that includes in Florida, where several key races have been decided.
Representative Byron Donalds has won the Republican nomination for Florida governor and will face former Congressman David Jolly, who won the Democratic nomination for the November contest to replace term-limited Governor Ron DeSantis. Meanwhile, Progressive State Representative Angie Nixon's won the Democratic nomination for U.S. Senate. She'll face interim Senator Ashley Moody, a political appointee who won the Republican nomination. The special elections to fill the final 2 years of now Secretary of State Marco Rubio's term. And in House primaries, longtime Democratic Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz defeated former Representative Sheila Cherfilis McCormick and others in a redrawn South Florida district. I'm Ben Thomas.
President Trump is delaying 50% tariffs on $20 billion worth of Canadian imports. This after the two countries reached a tentative deal just hours before the levies were to take effect. In Toronto, Canadian journalist Shakara Small says a tariff dispute has Canadians on edge.
A 50% tariff would hurt Canadian small businesses as well as consumers. This is something that would hurt an economy that just recently as well had a slight recession, a little bit of a quarterly pullback.
She spoke with the BBC. Ukrainian drones have hit a major logistics center outside Moscow, setting it on fire. The attack is part of Ukraine's strategy to strike deep inside Russia, using long-range drones to hit military and industrial sites. Key commercial locations important to the Russian economy have also been targeted by Ukraine. Stocks mixed on Wall Street this hour. The Dow is up 273 points. The Nasdaq 41 points lower. The S&P is 26 points higher. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Hi, I'm Kirk Cameron. Christian Healthcare Ministries is not another health insurance policy. If you're tired of year-long contracts and pointless restrictions, CHM offers anytime enrollment on your schedule and at your convenience. With CHM, you're paying half the cost of a traditional health insurance plan. So that puts more money back into your budget for everyday needs. Plus, you'll have access to CHM's care solutions for virtual appointments, prescription savings, surgery support, and more. My family and I joined in 2018, and it's changed our lives for the better. We love paying way less while helping other believers afford their medical bills. Take the leap of faith and see why Christians across the nation are better with CHM.
Get started by calling 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS for a 50% credit towards your first month. That's 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS.
Amazon wants to deliver that package faster.
Millions more people may be able to get smaller, lightweight Amazon packages delivered by drones by the end of the year. The company plans to expand their airborne shipping to suburban areas in nearly 500 U.S. cities, intensifying the battle between Amazon and Walmart to provide customers with the fastest delivery times. Amazon says that customers could receive drone deliveries of packages up to 5 pounds in as fast as 30 minutes. The federal government has proposed a rule that would allow more drone operators to fly beyond the horizon, but that has not yet been finalized. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
China has successfully recaptured the first stage of a rocket on land for the first time. The country seeks to advance its space program. Marks China's first successful recovery on land. There was a previous recovery at sea. News and analysis at townhall.com. While the Kennedy Center closes up shop, the resident NSO will play on.
The National Symphony Orchestra will split its 2026-27 season among 6 venues in Washington, D.C. and its suburbs. The change follows a reconstruction project at the Kennedy Center that was approved by allies of President Trump. The NSO announced its season Tuesday, just 5 weeks before its opening concert on September 26th. Music director John Andrea Noceda hopes the move will reconnect with audiences. The orchestra plans 64 concerts, including a U.S. tour. Keith Peters, Washington.
Opening statements have begun in a pivotal trial for Meta in a California federal court, where states are seeking billions in damages for social media harm to children. Attorneys general from California, Colorado, Kentucky, and New Jersey are seeking the extensive financial damages from Meta. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2. Deuces. Mornings with Mike Winters right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Welcome, one and all.
Another hot one.
This happy hellhole.
Yeah.
It's an interesting evening last eve.
Yeah?
There was a power outage, but only for a very specific group of people.
I was apparently not in this
You
group.
were not in that area. It was just literally like 3 of the trailers in my row.
Oh, really?
Like the rest of everybody else had power. It was just me and then like 2 of my neighbors.
Oh, wow.
Just kind of wandering around like, well, I guess we just won't open our freezers. It was acting weird all night. Like it was flickering. I was getting a lot of like, dimming. At one point, my overhead light, it got so dim. I was just like, should I just turn this off? Because it's not really giving any light. It was already like, the sun was still up, so it wasn't really giving light. And so the power went out, and then like 45 minutes later, I guess, I'm guessing, I don't know. Luckily I have like, camp gear, so I had my camp fan next to me, and I was just kind of, working through it. And power came back on in the front of the house, and from what I could gather, in the back of the house, like where the bathroom and all that, and Rhiannon's room and all that stuff is, but not in the middle of my house. Like where the laundry room is, the hallway, and then Hunter's room is just, I can't get power. I'm really worried that there might be I might have, burned a breaker out or something.
Yeah, in your house.
With all this off and on again.
Possibly.
Yeah.
No.
Which is great, because I'm among other things, a trained electrician. So this will be great.
Go ahead, sir.
You let me know if you feel anything. I can't open my jaw.
Well.
It's so we'll see what happens.
Well, hopefully it's not. If it's just hopefully it's a breaker, then it's pretty easy. You can go there and buy a breaker and swap it out pretty quick. Hopefully it's something simple as that. But yeah, we'll see. Good luck. I don't know anything about that stuff other than I'm not good. I know enough about electricity to know that I don't know much about electricity.
I know enough about electricity to stay away from it for the most part, except for the plug parts.
I know enough to respect it.
Yeah. much like the Lord, I have a healthy fear.
Yeah.
It's like a fear of afraid, you know. But you fear the Lord. It's a healthy respect.
Yeah. Speaking of fear of the Lord.
All right.
Actually, has nothing to do. Well, kind of actually does, but
most things in life do.
It's true. I watched on Netflix, and I'm a kind of a history documentary nut on things, and especially things. But I had a hankering because it just seemed to spark my interest yesterday for some reason. But on Netflix, it recommended to me, I guess it just came out, a 3-part documentary on Charles Manson.
Oh.
It's I think they call it like the hidden tapes or whatever, whatever their little thing to lure you in.
I feel like they've had something like this out for a long time.
Yeah, I feel like they had too, but this apparently is a new version or a different version. I don't know. But I watched it, the 3-part deal, and I will say it was very good. Like it was, I mean, I knew of Charles Manson. I knew the details, but I gotta be honest, I learned a lot about like at the end of the day, like it was a whole lot of like, all right. At the end of the day, he's just a narcissistic, crazy psychopath.
Right. He didn't actually, he never laid a hand on a body, right?
Well, yes, no. I mean, he didn't, like the murders that he went to jail for, no, right. He physically did not kill any of them.
Right.
But what I found interesting was but everyone thinks like the Helter Skelter, the Satan worship and all.
Yeah.
He is an opportunist.
Charles Manson's story is really interesting
dead,
because like you just find out that he's tied in with so many just randomly famous people.
Right.
Like he was friends with the Beach Boys.
Well, here's the thing.
He wrote music for them.
Yeah, this is the thing. Let me tell you about it. And this is really, I think, the reason Charles Manson.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is a little...
This is why Manson.
Well, I mean, this is a little Hitler. You know, like people see something. If people just like Hitler's art, we'd be all right. If someone...
We just would have stuck with the artwork.
Well, but like here, there's a couple things that went on, and this is where I kind of the Beach Boys thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, here's what happened: was he so he got friends with the dude, and so he's he at that point he's already built his little harem of women, and he kind of has like this little, and so he meets a guy that is through his little parties down there and all that, who's a producer for the Beach Boys.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and then they talk and they put them together. And so he agrees to record Charles Manson and some of his music out there. And he recorded it. But those two had a falling out because guess what? The guy wanted to give Charles Manson notes on his music.
Oh,
Charlie wasn't having that.
I'm not asking, but thanks.
But anyway.
I don't need your critiques.
So they kind of fell apart.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, they managed to get one of the big dudes to come and watch him live at his ranch, the ranch that he took over.
Yeah.
The old Western town.
Mm-hmm.
And the producer of the Beach Boys watched him and basically gave him the spiel that, it's good, but I don't know what to do with your stuff, and then left.
Right.
And then that sent him on.
That was from what I gathered was that he had like a tentative deal with the Beach Boys, and then they passed on his stuff.
But
and
here's
that's what put him off.
Well, here's the kicker in the pants is so the producer actually bought a song off of Charles Manson, bought it,
okay,
paid whatever for the rights for it, and then he tweaked a couple of the words, and it's a Beach Boy song, and it's credited to this guy. And Charles Manson's like, that's my song. That's you owe me. That's my. I didn't get a writing credit.
Please tell me it's the little old lady from Pasadena.
I don't remember which song it is. No, it's not. It's not. I don't remember.
She's
off
the
the top
terror of Colorado Boulevard.
But he was salty he didn't get his writing credit.
That's so funny.
And here's the deal: that producer lived in the house that Roman Polanski and Sharon Tate owned. That he.
Wow.
And so he knew they didn't live anymore. But Sharon Tate is dead, and the four friends or four because the producer for the Beach Boys used to live in that house.
You know, it's really weird how often old Hollywood and old, like, you know, recording artists in the industry is so tied in to just evil.
Right.
Like, this situation, Phil Spector, I mean, the whole thing with, oh, shoot. What was the lady who got pushed over on the boat?
Oh, you're talking about...
with, now
I got Sharon Tate in my head. It's not Sharon Tate.
Right.
It's, yes.
Well, and this is both of Christopher Walken.
Natalie Wood,
thank you. Well, Christopher Walken was there in that
Yeah.
whole thing. But it's just so weird how old Hollywood is so tied in with such just like evil.
But here's where it gets even fun, kind of different, because and of course when the Sharon Tate murder went down, which was revenge, and so but here's another plot too is one of his guys killed. Charlie said, "Kill this guy" when he went to jail for it. And so they also the whole pigs and Helter Skelter, they were trying to make it look like the other murder, like he's literally trying to get like in his head they saw some movie that when their boy went to jail, that in this old movie that his buddies committed other crimes similar to make it look like, oh, you caught the wrong guy, and so they let him, and so legit he killed Sharon Tate and them. I mean, part of it was to get back at that, but he put the pigs because he wanted to make it look like Black Panthers and the race war. Helter Skelter, which was, again, a Beatles song that got popular to them. But here, and so then that didn't draw enough attention. So then he committed the next group of murders where he killed the two, I can't remember but the faint rich people. Yeah. And did the same thing. And that's where they put the Helter Skelter, or at least his... But anyway, and so these were actually cover-ups to try to get that other thing, and then but when they finally busted him on all this later, because they had him in custody and went, but it was for different stuff, and they didn't put two and two together on these murders and the guns till later. They went out into the desert and everything else after all this went down, and they finally busted him in the desert because somebody was trying to do some excavation out there in Death Valley.
Always one little slip.
Yeah, and they lit on fire and they got busted. But then all the stuff went down. But and then once he got prosecuted, there was a DA that got in there who basically said was as narcissistic as Manson. And he's the one who concocted the whole Helter Skelter thing to plausibly put all the evidence, because they didn't really at that point put two and two together about his other motives and his master manipulative stuff. And so to make a case they could get a jury to convict, they created the Helter Skelter, that he was trying to create this whole race war thing and and matter of factly, that's what ultimately got him convicted. But really, at the end of the day, it was his narcissistic thing and all. But because of that, the book Helter Skelter was written by the DA. It's like one of the at the time one of the best-selling non-fiction books ever, and it was a huge success. And so everyone to this day thinks the Helter Skelter version of Manson is what Manson is, and he's a satanic. And to be honest, he had an X on his head when he did that in jail. That was to say he's not a citizen anymore. But once he got convicted and knew he was spending his life in jail, he made it a swastika because he had to buddy up with the only people that would probably take him in, which is the Aryan Nation. Those folks.
There's a theory. There's a going theory that a lot of I mean, first of all, you touched on the fact that he's a full-blown was a narcissist. Yeah. There was no way he wasn't going to make sure he was known for this. Yeah. And I've heard a lot of people say that most of what went down, with the last 20 years of his life, the time he spent in prison, was just a show. He was just, even to other inmates and stuff, that he was basically just like playing a character.
Oh yeah, it was kind of that was, but he was sentenced to die, and then they abolished the death penalty, so he kind of lucked out.
I actually just looked. I was trying to see if he had a last meal. He just had standard prison food.
Well, and To be honest, and I don't know but a lot of the ladies and the Tex guy, they're all still in jail. Okay. Most of them, and I think most have been tried for parole and been turned down and everything. But
and Manson was tried like 7 times for parole, and he just he intentionally, I think he tanked it. He intentionally wanted to stay where he was because that's where the cameras are.
Yeah. Well, he was an opportunist. Plus, I didn't realize he was as little as he was.
Yeah, he's a tiny
he's
little
5'2".
Yeah.
Yeah. So but it's an interesting documentary, 3-part deal. I check it out. I enjoyed it.
I don't know if it's hormones and beef or what, but we're just bigger than people were back then. Like if you ever look at go to Lincoln and look at the doors.
Yeah.
Like I have to duck to get into most of those doors, or like shimmy to get in.
Yeah.
They were thinner, shorter people.
I was a tall man back in those days.
That's right. You were king, sir.
That's
why you're bald now. You grew through your hair.
Strapping tall man of 5'8". Look at him. Heaping tall of a boy.
Dang! Right. So did you watch all 3 parts?
I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Of course you did, you binger.
Well, I was working and doing it. It was on while I was working, and then those kind
Mike finds these little things, and every now and again, huh?
Yep.
I have to do the whole thing now.
I do. That's kind of me. Yep. I'm a probably an addictive person. That's probably what it is. Here's the thing. If I would have been watching, because I was thinking maybe I should start Tires last night. If I'd have started it, restarted it, because I want to restart it from the beginning, and the power went out, I'd have been like, this is a sign. I'm just not going to watch it. I'm just not watching it. Well, I'm glad I didn't have my last night.
I know. Me too.
Yeah.
Because I'm very much a student of fate. I'm like, okay, that's meant to. I'm not meant to watch this.
But the more I watch that show, the more it draws you in. It's a good show. So, all right, 8:20, we're going to play our interview with the Chaves County Federated Republican Women. So let's do this. Let's pause for weather, quick break, and the interview. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore with your Pecos Valley weather. Ridge of high pressure in place, so we have dry weather and triple-digit heat remaining in the forecast. Wall-to-wall sunshine for today with highs for Roswell, Carlsbad, and Artesia between 102 and 104. Overnight lows are settling from the low to mid-70s. And it looks like for Thursday and for Friday, too, highs are right around 100 up to about 103. More of the same for the weekend. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
Grab your dancing boots and gear up for 2 nights of live music coming to Downtown Artesia. The 11th annual Red Dirt Black Gold Music Festival hits September 25th and 26th, featuring Pecos and the Rooftops.
If I only drink 11 beers by 6 p.m., everybody's gonna make it home.
Logan Ryan Band.
So put on the Tacovas and them turquoise rings you like. They can burn up our burdens, send them up to smokes and pans.
The Wilder Blue.
Rio River Blue, Palomino Gold, crossing my mind like these white rock roads.
And the Delk Band.
I was reaching for her body, he was reaching for my soul.
Plus the New Mexico Brewfest, local food trucks and activities for all ages. Gates open at 4, but the fun's gonna last all night. Come on downtown and kick up some dust. Paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax.
If you want to install a new roof, you can do it the cheap way or you can do it the right way. Jennifer here from Trustmark Roofing, and one of our customers recently found this out the hard way. He was going to hire us to re-roof his roof, but he found someone to do the job for $2,000 cheaper. Half a year later, this customer called us to re-inspect his brand new roof. Turns out this contractor was not a contractor at all. He had no license and no insurance. The roof was installed incorrectly and never had been passed by the city inspector. We had to re-roof his brand new roof, tear off the shingles and start from scratch. It was the most expensive $2,000 anyone has ever saved. If you need a roof installed the right way, you can trust who your neighbors trust. You can trust Trustmark Roofing for no obligation to the penny quote on your roof transformation. Call 575-755-ROOF. That's 575-755-7663.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Do you
have missing teeth or would like them replaced? If you think dental implants are not affordable, think again. At Maupin and Brown Dentistry, their goal has always been to provide the highest quality dentistry in a state-of-the-art office at a reasonable price. They routinely treat patients that have traveled out of town for a consultation but cannot afford the treatment quoted. If this sounds like your story, come in today. As one of New Mexico's largest users of the world-class Nobel implants, they're able to purchase in volume and pass the savings on to you. So if you're missing a tooth or have loose dentures, call today for a free evaluation, which includes a free 3D x-ray. You'll be given treatment options and an honest evaluation with no hard sell, no arm twisting. But don't take our word for it. Just ask one of the thousands of patients they've treated. Maupin and Brown Dentistry, your choice for experienced, affordable, state-of-the-art dentistry. Call 627-0141 or visit maupinbrown.com.
Roswell Tire and Appliance will beat Home Depot prices on appliances, and they will beat discount tire prices on tires. It's not complicated. It's not difficult. Listen one more time. Roswell Tire and Appliance will beat Home Depot prices, and they will beat discount tire prices. Come into the store for all the details.
This is Wyatt Maloney of Roswell Tire and Appliance inviting you to shop local and save.
They'll beat Home Depot prices, and they'll beat discount tire prices. 101 South Main. Call 575-213-1362 or go online at RoswellTireandAppliance.com.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Men are 6 times more likely to be struck by lightning than women. That's because men are 6 times more likely to wear a tinfoil hat in a thunderstorm. Here's Mike Winters.
And welcome back. County Federated Republican Women, Charlotte Garule and Kim Perry back with us. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing great.
Enjoying all this summer hotness?
Doing great for a Monday.
Yeah.
We're going to be, 100 the rest of
Yeah,
the
if you like this, then we got a bunch of it for you. So enjoy here. But for folks that don't know, they come in a little bit or like a week ahead of time. But this Wednesday is our August Chavez County Federated Republican Women's Meeting, and of course, we are. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we're like 2 months away from the general election. Yeah. I know it's creeping up quick, but yeah, kids are back to school. Thanksgiving's like tomorrow. Halloween's like tomorrow.
I think it's like 79 days till the election.
Yeah, so now's the time, and so I know you as an organization. Generally, this time of the year, really focus on trying to get our Republican candidates in front of our locals here to really hear what they have to say, and so you know who you're voting for in November here.
Exactly. We throughout this year we've been we've had all the candidates come up and present to our audience. So
sure.
It's been really great. So now it's down to crunch time. And,
yeah.
And
and this is where it's kind of if you look at like a state level, I'll use like the governor's race and things like that. And unfortunately, this is the way the world is. It's about money, and it's about and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the Democrats are getting outspent like 3-4 to 1. This is kind of, and so we the public have to rally. We have to vote. You have to go vote. Especially, when you're dealing with war chests and things like that, and being outspent, 3 to 1 or whatever the number is, I don't know, but I know it's a lot. And so the only way to is go out and vote. The voter turnout in southeast New Mexico has always been atrociously low, and the only way you fix that is go vote and go out there and vote.
Exactly, that's what we've been focusing on, just trying to get the word out, getting that push in there to get out and vote. I know the Republican Party, the county party, has been doing the same.
Sure.
And just, getting the message out there, trying to encourage people to get to the polls. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it might help you a little bit to know my husband's running for state land commissioner.
That's
so
true.
he's running a statewide campaign, and we have been all over the place.
That's the Perry part, in case you're
Yes. And so one of the things to kind of give you a little bit of good news on that, sure, maybe some of the Republicans are getting outspent. But this group of Republicans is truly running this as a grassroots movement. Sure. And both Greg Hull and Michael Perry did polling, and they did it from 2 different polling places, and the numbers were identical. Mm-hmm. When they put the experience and knowledge out there, when they get into that part of the survey, we're outrunning them.
Yeah.
Greg Hull by 6 points, and Michael is outrunning his competitor by 11 points.
And this is kind of my point is you've got to, because of the money thing, the onus is us to get out there and do it.
Yes.
You got to, whereas, okay, we're lacking money, we make up for in passion and commitment to the people. The people, and this is where I always argue track records here. When you look at people's track records and look at the success, and like your husband's, like Greg Hull, they everywhere they've been, they have a successful track record of what they do.
Yes,
and
experience matters in these races.
You can spend all the money
they really
and ads you want, and put all the stories out there and create fires where there is none to try to start something. But at the end of the day, it's about people that commit and care and want to make sure that's the best in New Mexico. Obviously, through Republicans, through the conservative Republican. But that being said, these are people that are wanting what's best for New Mexico, as Republicans, and they want to make sure that if you're a Democrat, if you're an independent, if you're a green, if you're libertarian, whatever you are, they want the best for you as a New Mexican. And that's what they're trying to do here.
Yeah, and so you mentioned, Wednesday is our monthly luncheon. This month we do have Chief Aldana from RPD coming in.
Okay.
And also Bobby Thompson is going to give us a recap on the races.
She is, if you want to know anything about what's going on at the airport and air races, she is the authority, the source. She is a very connected and well-researched individual. So
Yes,
very interesting person to listen to.
And we also are making time for our candidates that are available to come up and
Oh, yeah,
speak.
come and meet and shake. That's really, and every meeting's like this. And yes, there's a topic and a guest speaker and a theme. But the real thing is the candidates do come to eat and converse and to talk. And so even though they may not be speaking formally at the event, they're there for you to come up and shake a hand and ask a question or whatever.
Absolutely.
You converse with them.
We always have our candidates attending and local elected officials.
I guarantee there's going to be at least several of your state legislators, representatives, senators, whatever, that are going to be in attendance there that you can go up and talk to.
Yes,
or
it's going
candidates.
to be a great meeting. Again, that's going to be at the Elks Lodge, 1720 North Montana.
So, you know me. What's the grub? What's the food situation?
Yes, do tell.
Sergio always does this.
Oh, yeah, he does. They got great food over there every time.
We have taquitos, beans, rice, salad, dessert.
Nice.
Water, tea for $17.
Nice.
You can't beat
nice
that.
little Mexican taquito meal with salad and good summary.
Salsa.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
And
doors
chili.
open at 11:30. We start serving, promptly. So
Oh yeah,
people
yeah.
can get
The
there.
whole idea is to kind of get you there and out the door and back to work by 1 o'clock. There.
Exactly.
So if you get there at 11:30, you come and eat, and then usually around noon is when all the formalities start and the actual meeting gets underway and things.
12 o'clock,
like that.
and we have you out of there by 1 o'clock. So.
Yeah, and I'm telling
come join
you,
us.
you don't have to get a meal. You can just come and it's free, but get the meal because you're going to get there and everyone's going to be eating, and you're like smelling it, and you're going to get hungry, and you're like, I should have got one. And you sit there and everyone's eating salad and eating their taquitos, and you're just sitting there like,
really?
They like not look. Maybe I can get a cookie or something,
Where can
You
you
can
go,
sneak some to dessert.
for a full meal? $17.
Yeah,
for a
exactly.
full meal.
By the way, you can't get anywhere with a dinner or lunch. You can't even go to McDonald's without getting like a burger meal for like under $15 at this point. So,
Right.
Yeah, come on now. So.
Well, I'd like to kind of give a little bit of shine to the Chaves County Federated Republican Women. They are phenomenal. And as the groups around the state are, these county parties and these Federated Republican Women have really stepped up for these candidates. And they are the ones knocking the doors, making the phone calls,
And this is how
mailing things for
make
you,
the
whatever you
difference
need.
in
Absolutely.
Santa Fe. I mean, you're not going to get outspent. You're just not. This is the state of New Mexico. So how do you do it? You got to get passion. You got to get people that are going to roll up their sleeves and be committed to this thing. And for you and I and the average public, it starts with going and voting. That's one thing that if you're relying on other people or thinking that your vote doesn't matter, you're the problem. We get and I'm telling you, I know we're talking bigger races here, but when you get to county commission level or city level at races, and I know that's not partisan, but there's literally a half dozen votes separating those numbers.
There is the Gandy Lewis race down in Artesia. I think it was like 6 or 8 votes that she won by. So every vote does matter for sure. And we can't win without the votes. It doesn't matter if we have $9 million or $900,000. If those people aren't voting, we can't win.
And I'm telling you, don't. And there is a mindset too of this us versus them, and what I mean by that is, the North, the South, the liberal, like we're automatically going to go conservative. They're automatically going to go liberal. I'm having to tell you this. That's not necessarily the case anymore.
It's not.
Yes, Southeast New Mexico conservatives are not locked in.
No.
I mean, look at our congressional seats. We have no conservative representation in our House seats right now.
Right.
None. They gerrymandered the districts and all. Say what you will, that's what happened.
I worked for Yvette Harrell when that happened, so very familiar with it.
That's where we're at on this. So if you don't voice, if you don't vote, if you don't do your thing, they're slowly going to take it away from you in some way, shape, or form. When you have one party in power, I don't care when it's one party that's been controlling things since 1912 and before that, go to Lincoln and go read all the Kabbalah about cattle barons and it's been a hot mess since day one. The only way to fix that is balance, to get conservative voices in there, to get people to challenge the status quo and the things that we just accept as what's going on because that's how we do things around here.
Well, I think one of the things that'll make you guys smile a little bit to know is we've been traveling a lot in northern New Mexico because we all know that the Republicans need to win north of I-40. They need to get the votes.
Yeah, that's the only way you can win the state.
Those folks, they're Hispanic, they're Catholic, they're registered as Democrats.
Kind of conservative family value
But they are
people.
totally switching gears. I mean, we get messages daily from these folks saying, we're voting for you, we're sharing your message. We have got to get people in there that not only have the education and background to run these offices, but that are going to listen to the people of New Mexico and what their wants and needs are.
You know, and that's kind of a surprise. Like, I've been in New Mexico. I've lived in Roswell 25 plus years. I consider myself a New Mexican. I'm not native. I grew up in D.C., Maryland area for the first 20 plus years of my life. That's where I grew up, and so I have a different perspective on things, and that's kind of where I'm at here with as a guy that didn't grow up here but kind of comes in and sees when you have it literally is you need to get balance in there. It's when it's one side making all of there's nothing to challenge that. You don't get good government when you have one side running everything.
We're playing defense. The Republicans are constantly playing defense, and it would be nice to actually get in there and sponsor some bills and play offense and work across the aisle. There's some good moderate Democrats in there. And they're getting voted out left and right. They're getting primaried. That Emerge program is just really starting to take over the Democratic Party of New Mexico, and that is not a good look for us.
And I'm kind of surprised too, is again coming from Maryland and coming here and let's face it, New Mexico by and large, I think if you did the census, Hispanic is probably the majority of our cultural makeup.
Right.
And I'm not trying to be generalizing, but I am going to kind of generalize. Just traditionally, from what I understand, a Catholic, they're very traditional family values. Catholic, like you said, it's conservative values. By and large. And I just kind of think of a state that's made up mostly of families like that. Why are we a liberal state?
I think the answer to that is they're just now starting to wake up and realize that their party is leaving them behind. The direction that they're going is no longer the direction they want to be a part of. And I don't know that our party is exactly the direction they want to be going either. And that's why you've seen, they just had a poll that came out and Democrats are at the lowest they've ever been. They're under 40%. The independents are growing considerably quick.
And I would argue that the Democrat Party is not the Democrat Party. I mean, and this is, again, and you're going to hear old people like me saying this isn't the Kennedy Democrats or anything. It's not. And what they mean by that is, to be honest, the Democratic Party of Kennedy's era is almost like the Republican Party of today. And what I mean a little bit in where is the civil rights side, obviously that's always been a Republican thing, but by and large, Republicans, yes, they're hard on their values and want family values and things, but at the end of the day, a Republican wants you to decide what's best for you, not the government, not someone else.
100%.
That's kind of where a Republican ideology is. And I think when people break it down into the true what is a Democrat and what is a Republican, when these parties were kind of put together, what they represent, most of us align, I think, with Republican ideology.
That's so funny. I just had that conversation with my granddaughter. She's in high school. And we had that very conversation, just the differences. And she said, well, explain it to me so I understand. And because they're talking about it in school.
And this is people's, like, if the way I grew up and the way I've been, and by and large, is how it is. If you support Democrats, generally you're okay with social programs, the government, which I'm not saying, and this is we do need some social
They're needed
programs.
sometimes.
They are
sure.
sometimes. I'm not saying absolute.
Just
yes
not
or absolute
generational.
No, but we don't need a social program for every time someone has a problem.
Correct.
Sometimes you gotta figure it out on yourself.
Right. You do.
And I'm also, as Republicans, we're generally Christian based and things, and so a lot of our charity beliefs should come from the heart and from the church, not from the government.
Right.
Because of the corruption and the things that come with that. It's not that Republicans don't have a heart. It's just they don't think the government should necessarily be involved in that game. Let's incentivize people that are in the business to do it and let them do it. That's kind of the ideology.
I agree with
and
that.
that's kind of the way you think. So if you, the big scope of things, if you kind of think that way, then you're probably going to be more Republican. Now, if you're thinking, no, I want a government program for everything, and I want, which again, it's the mindset of everything's taken care of, but everything's taken care of with a string, with a bell on how they do it, how you do it. You might not be able to live the way you want, because if you want that, then it's coming with this caveat. Right. And that's the difference. And that's ideology, what we're talking about here. Now, the devil's in the details and who this and that. But if you look at the big picture, that's what a Republican stands for. It's something that at the end of the day, we want to make sure that you have a fair chance to do what you want to do, and we want to set the table for it to do that way. Whereas a Democrat's like, we're going to give you everything you need to take care of you, allow us to be that source for you. That's the ideology.
I agree with that.
At the end of the day.
Well, I think one of the things, too, Travis County should get excited about is we do have 2 candidates from Travis County. We have Larry Marker, who's running for U.S. Senate.
Yes.
And he has been working his tail off. I mean, he is everywhere we are, and then sometimes twice.
Yeah, he's a man about everywhere.
And then Michael Perry, my husband, he's running for land commissioner. He was the former assistant land commissioner. He was Game and Fish for 23 years. He's a current county commissioner. He sits on the Public Lands Council for the National Association of Counties. So it's just good to have these candidates that really are passionate about what they do.
And the position he's running for is land commissioner. This is it's a very important job.
Yeah.
But
especially in New Mexico.
Yes, but I almost look at these are the type of the jobs that it really shouldn't have to be partisan.
No. And that's how we treat it.
Yeah.
It's really not it's not a Democrat or Republican thing.
This is
at
about
all.
knowledge of the land and what's best for it.
Correct.
Had nothing to do with a Democrat or Republican or something. And that's really the problem with our land is a bunch of people in D.C. that have no earthly idea what to do with it are making decisions about it because they think they know what's best because some study somewhere said something about something. Right. And this is why we're dealing with wilderness and things. And look, man has already been in 99% of all this stuff. Once we're there, we're there. You can't just leave and expect to be okay. Right. We got to work in concert together. And your husband understands that. And anybody that's running for that land commissioner position better understand that.
No, they do. They do, for sure.
And so that's what we're talking about.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead, Charlotte.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, CCFRW, Republican Women, has been, doing our part in supporting our candidates.
Absolutely.
There is a fundraiser, and I'm going to let Kim discuss that.
Yes. So the Federated Women are helping us with this a little bit. And what we're doing is we're having a dance on September 12th at the Liberty. The Graham brothers are coming.
Oh, nice.
So I think it's going to be a great event. It's $125 a ticket, but you get an Italian food buffet because I knew you were going to ask about the food. Yes,
on point,
so it's going to be Italian food and great dancing, a great night of events.
Boot kicking beats.
Yes, we'll have some silent auction items there, and we just really encourage Travis County to get out and support. We haven't had a whole lot of support just yet.
Again, it does take money, regardless of what the win. We in a perfect world we would not, but. And guess what? We're like we started this conversation. We're outspent, outgunned 2-1. If you want to get your word out, this is how you do it. You got to support things like this. So please come have a good night of eating and dancing, but support the candidate, support the party, support the things that if you want change in New Mexico, you got to roll up your sleeves and get involved. It's just, and this is how you do it.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yep.
Again, that's Saturday, September 12th. It's going to be at the Liberty.
Very good.
And you can buy they can buy their tickets online. Josh and Ruby were amazing and let us set it up that way so they can get on the Liberty website and order the tickets right from there.
Very easy. And a pro tip, if you're not a Liberty insider, they do their fee-free Fridays. So if you actually go to their office on Fridays and order it in person, you can avoid the online fees and all that stuff and pay directly.
Yes, that's true. That's
so that
awesome.
way your money goes directly to the cause and not fees.
Exactly. And then I'll be speaking a little bit on Wednesday at the meeting. We're working. Not only are we working our own campaign and helping others with their stuff, but we're also working on a Get Out the Vote campaign because we all know how important that is. If we're not voting, we're not going to win. So I'm going to speak to them a little bit about that, and we're also going to recruit them to help us with some calling and doing some things like that as well. So we'd love to have you out.
Everybody in Chaves County, Lee County, Eddy County, all these southern counties where the numbers are always generationally just low. When it's getting back to Vet Harrell. Vet Harrell's no longer our congresswoman because a lot of people in Lee and Eddy counties probably didn't turn out and vote.
They did. That's correct. Yes, that's 100% correct.
The fact of the matter is what happened there.
Yes.
But that being said, so start by coming Wednesday. Come to the meeting.
Absolutely.
Come hear some of the guests. Come enjoy a delightful meal from Elks. I don't care what they do. They put a good. I don't know if you all follow Chris Stock. She's with the Daily Record on Facebook. She's an Elks member, and I don't know how her feed always shows up where she's showing me what she's getting to eat at the Elks Lodge every day. And I'm going there like, man, that looks good.
Have you been there?
Not recently. No,
have you had their onion rings?
No, I've heard about them.
Yes, you need to go and at least have a basket of onion rings. I mean, it's amazing. And I think Sergio used to cook for Choose West, if I remember this correctly, and that's why people go there for his sweet and sour chicken, and I mean, it's just amazing.
If you've got your hands on one of them old Choose cookbooks, that's like gold.
Yes, I know a few people.
I used to have one, and people offer me money.
Yes.
Like not
retirement kind of money, right?
Not that quite, but like a good dinner money.
Yes, there you go. There you go.
Good steak dinner money for it.
So today is the last day to RSVP. So if you're interested,
yes, please do
RSVP.
so. Now that being said, if you forget, come and we'll get you in on the meeting and stuff. And I can't guarantee we'll get you food, but we'll get you a spot to sit and you can hear and talk and hear and listen and all that good stuff and get involved. And then of course, like I said, March, September 12th. Go to thelibertyinc.com and get tickets here. Come have a great night of music and fun and supporting our land commissioner and the Republican Party.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Good deal. Is there anything we missed? Anything we wanted to cover that I just got us sidetracked on talking about bacon or something?
I don't think we did talk about bacon.
Well, there we go. But thank you guys. And of course, of all serious folks, I know joking all aside, come. If you want a better state, you got to get involved. If you want a better community, you got to get involved. These are the things. Volunteer, get involved, support candidates that align with the things that you believe in. When you do that, and especially in New Mexico, because like I said, with the Republican candidates, they're outspent 2, 3, 4 to 1. And so volunteers, the grassroots, that's how you overcome that. And the only way you can do it is strengthen numbers. And it starts by coming out, voting, and doing these stuff. And so when you show up to do that, you'd be surprised.
Yes.
It's no different than like when the sand dune lizards and the chickens and the prairie chickens, and every time we have to fight that and we go have a rally and several hundred people show up and make a noise and then they have to reassess things, it's kind of that.
You do.
That's what you're doing. You're forcing them to reassess.
Well, something that will maybe excite the Republican base here in these counties is Chaves, Eddy, and Lee. We have enough registered Republican folks to counterbalance Bernalillo County. So if we could just get the folks that are already registered to get out and vote, that would help us tremendously. So if you can't afford to donate, that's fine. We understand that. It's tough times.
Absolutely.
But your vote doesn't cost. Take your friends, your neighbors.
All of that helps a little bit. And certainly more productive than spewing your thoughts on Facebook. Like I see a lot of people in the various pages spewing things, and it may feel better at the moment you put it out there, but it's not. It's not doing anything. You're not solving anything.
No.
And I'm all for good discussion as much as the next person, but I find that most of what you find on social media is not that.
They're not. We've noticed that they're just not presenting solutions.
Sure.
They're just talking about the problems over and over, but they're not presenting solutions. And we need to be more solution-based. Like I said, being less defensive and more on the offense.
Social media is good for riling up people. It's not good for educating people.
Right.
It's good enough to get you to say, what is that crazy nonsense? But you peel back a layer, which you have to do on social media.
Right.
Everything you see that enrages you or enlightens or excites you, peel back a layer. It's not always what it is. It's just that's the case.
Right.
So, and it's good and bad. It goes both ways.
It does go both 100% for sure.
But again, come to the meetings. Come educate yourself. That's a great way to do it. Come each month. Just make a standing order the third Wednesday of every month at the Elks Lodge at 11:30. That's your Chaves County Federated Republican Women meeting. Every month is always something either exciting or informative or all the above. Of course, November and December, we're going to be getting into veterans and Christmas, and so those are more celebratory type meetings. But we'll be busy, hot and heavy, nonetheless. So, and volunteers, if you want to be a part of the Federated Republic of Women, you don't have to be a woman, by the way.
It's true.
You're always looking for volunteers there, and there is actually a whole side of the Chaves County Federated Republic of Women that's the service side that deals with youth and community. And so, if that's more of your thing,
come join us.
Be on that side, and you can be part of the scholarship program or working with, for instance, like the Assurance Home and different other organizations that youth. A lot of theirs are youth driven. A lot of their organizations they support are youth driven. But that's another side to the Federated. If you want to volunteer on that side, well, I don't know too much about ours and this, but I love helping people. Well, guess what? Then we've got a home for you there.
Absolutely.
So, absolutely.
Just come on out and support.
Right.
Come Wednesday. Come have some taquitos and listen and then talk to any of the ladies. You'll see them. They'll have name tags and they'll be easy to spot. All the Federated.
Well, they always have these. What I admire is they have really good social media presence and they have they have a great website. They're statewide.
Yeah.
And if you get on their statewide website, you can click on it and find out when all of the meetings are throughout the state. So if you're traveling or you're hearing this from somewhere else in Artesia or Lee or Eddy County or something like that, you can get on there and check it out.
Yeah. I would say if you're up from up north, come see it and then see what they're doing and then bring that up north with you.
Yes, that'd be great.
I know some of the Federated Republic Women chapters up in the northern part of the state could use some help up there.
Yes.
Like to be as good as you guys are.
Yeah. We're also in a little bit of a bubble down here, a little Republican bubble where we don't worry about it that much.
Slightly friendly territory down here.
Yes.
I imagine Farmington area's probably got a good
they're good. No, they're amazing. And Farmington has like a 50% turnout for voting. And they think it's bad. We were at a meeting up there not that long ago and they were like, we have to get our numbers up. I said, where are you at? And they're like, we're at 52%. And I went, I would kill if we could get our numbers to 52%
We'd
down
actually
here.
be a state moving the needle if we could get 50% down here.
Correct.
You would actually get balance in Santa Fe.
Yeah. I think we looked at it, and if we could get 37% out to vote in Lee, Eddy, and Chaves County, we would be moving the needle and doing remarkable.
Yeah, it's about balance. I mean, yes, ultimately you want to be, but let's get to the middle.
Yes.
Let's get to the balance, to the middle.
Exactly.
Where there's a voice that is a conservative voice in the room that actually has some kind of weight behind it.
Yes.
That isn't just, we're just going to outvote you anyway. You can scream to the top of the mountain, but we're going to, at the end of the day, we got the votes. We're going to do what we want to do. And that's unfortunately what the wall our legislators run into every legislative session up there. Doesn't matter if it's a 60-day, a 30-day. They got to make buddies with everybody to get anything remotely conservative passed.
Yeah, they do. They do.
And a Democrat does not have
that. But those are fighters. The people we have up in Santa Fe on our representative and our Senate side.
They fight
tooth and nail. And they pray. They fight. They pray, they fight. And eventually, this last session, I feel like we brought home a lot of wins.
Headway. Yeah, because of the Democrat Party in and of itself is going through an identity where you have the moderates that are more like Republicans, and then you have the progressive side, I guess is the term we're using, that is more extreme than progressive.
Correct.
It's no different. The Republicans have an extreme side too. We don't listen to that side either. Both parties have extreme sides of the be all end all. No. We don't listen to them either.
No.
This is their wackadoos and versus our wackadoos.
We just need, like you said, to be in the middle. Everybody needs to find their common sense and just bring it back to the center.
You need sensible people with rational decisions, and that's how you get it, by a fair balance of equal voices, of at least some conservative voices. And that's the problem with New Mexico. We've only had liberal voices, only one side, and there's no one to challenge to make sure that's truly the right thing. And this is why there's corrupt. This is why you're seeing legislators going to jail for years of things because of this history of this kind of stuff. How do you fix this? You put new faces in there. You put people that hold other people accountable. Make people hold each other accountable for things in there. And the only way to do that is to get balance. People with R's and D's and then whatever else in there too.
Correct.
That's what you got to have in there. So anyway, soapbox done. Come out Wednesday, have some taquitos, come learn some stuff, and get involved in making your state better. This is the way you do it.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us.
Anytime. We'll see you next month.
All righty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. It is time to get to news. We'll be back. Don't go away.
For SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. Primary voters in several states have had their say, and that includes in Florida, where several key races have been decided, including the GOP gubernatorial primary and the Democrat U.S. Senate contest. President Trump is delaying 50% tariffs on $20 billion worth of Canadian imports after the two countries reached a last-minute deal hours before the levies were supposed to take effect. Ukrainian drones have hit a major logistics center outside of Moscow, setting it on fire. The attack is part of Ukraine's strategy of striking deep inside Russia using long-range drones to hit military and industrial sites. And the South Korean and U.S. militaries have agreed to sharply scale back their drills at the request of President Trump. Wall Street, the Dow is up 253 points. NASDAQ is down 16 points. More details, srnnews.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore with your Pecos Valley weather. Ridge of high pressure in place, so we have dry weather and triple-digit heat remaining in the forecast. Wall-to-wall sunshine for today with highs for Roswell, Carlsbad, and Artesia between 102 and 104. Overnight lows are settling from the low to mid-70s. And it looks like for Thursday and for Friday, too, highs are right around 100 up to about 103. More of the same for the weekend. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
All across America, this is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
Good morning, I'm John Terrett. Elevated global bond yields and high oil prices kept the lid on stocks yesterday, Tuesday. The Dow, the Nasdaq, and S&P were all in the red. It was a low-volume day. The Dow was down by about 0.25%. The S&P 500 by 0.75%. But those techs at the Nasdaq, they were really walloped yesterday. The global benchmark for oil, Brent, was around $91 a barrel. Company news, Disney is suing the FCC for waging what it calls an illegal retaliatory campaign against the ABC TV network, which it owns, and in particular shows like The View and Jimmy Kimmel. Staying with show business, Paramount Skydance is demanding $1.9 billion in fees from 12 state attorneys general who are bringing an antitrust lawsuit challenging their takeover of Warner Discovery. Home Depot had a good day yesterday. Second quarter earnings came in just fine. They beat Wall Street expectations, even though the housing market is effectively frozen. How did they do it? Well, it was all thanks to those weekend warriors who turn up time and time again to repair their existing homes. And so too today, some pretty big names coming up with their earnings for the second quarter. How about Target, Lowe's, TJX, owners of TJ Maxx and Marshalls? And at 2 o'clock Eastern Time, we get the Fed minutes from their last meeting. With business, I'm John Terrett.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
Summer fun is almost done, but the savings roll on during the Roswell Honda Summer Event. Now through the end of the month, score an unbelievable rate on your next ride, like 5.49% for up to 60 months on 2026 Civic Hatchback, 3.99% for up to 60 on 26 HRV and Accord Hybrid, 2.49% for up to 36 months on 26 CRV and CRV Hybrid, and an unbelievable 1.99% for up to 36 months on 2026 Ridgeline. The Summer Event on now at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
People are often surprised by what they find here. More expertise than people expect. Advanced technology. Board-certified physicians. Care you might expect to travel hours for. Right here. We've never believed where you live should determine the care you receive. Close to family, close to home. We're here. Artesia General Hospital.
Hello, this is Melanie from Glenn's Furniture. Still searching for that perfect centerpiece for your living room like a sofa built to last for generations? Discover the enduring quality of American-made Mayo furniture. We showcase a stunning collection of Mayo sofas and love seats. Choose from a palette of premium top-grain leathers and rich classic hues, or select from hundreds of sumptuous durable fabrics. It's true custom comfort. Experience the Glenn's difference, where timeless craftsmanship meets personalized design. Come Come down and see us on Union and Alameda, where delivery is free since 1953.
Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply is your one-stop shop for farm and ranch supplies in southeastern New Mexico, with a friendly, knowledgeable team that can help you find the brands you know, including Preferred, Pearson, Purina, iPro Feeds, Ariat, Wrangler, Cinch, Justin Boots, and more. Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply is a proud supporter of area sports, 4-H, FFA, and the farmers and ranchers of tomorrow. Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, 1105 East 2nd, celebrating over 50 years.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. A group of 12 or more cows is called a flink. If you have only 11 cows, that's called a lot of cow pies. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 8:58. Stay tuned next hour, around 9:15 or so. We're going to play our interview we had on Friday with Captain Mike Evans from the Salvation Army here in Roswell. They've got a car show coming up this weekend out at the Walmart parking lot. Big show, big to-do out there. Fundraising event for Salvation Army and for, I believe, the new, I apologize, it's the new Head Start. I can't remember the what they're called themselves now, but it's the new Head Start, and so they've joined up to do the car show this Saturday. So we'll play that interview talking about that, plus talk a little bit about the Salvation Army. They can always use volunteers. If you're a civic group, a church group, sports group, whatever group of people, and you want to volunteer together, they have days where they come down and pack food boxes and everything for them that they distribute, and just about every day they could use a group to come down there and help pack boxes. So always lots of opportunities to volunteer there. So we'll play that interview next hour, talk a little bit about that. The Heritage Dinner. Don't forget, go to RoswellNMHistory.org. That's coming up in September, honoring Peppers. You can get tickets now for the event that'll be happening at the gala. It's going to be a great night, great meal, great evening. If you're even remotely associated with Peppers, love to have you a part of the event. Go to RoswellNMHistory.org, learn more there, or go to the Historical Society's Facebook page as well, too. All right, it's 9 o'clock. We'll be back on the other side of news.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. Another Trump-backed candidate wins his primary.
In Florida, Republican Byron Donalds, who's endorsed by President Trump, winning the primary for governor with almost 48% of the vote. Donalds speaking to his supporters in Orlando.
Tonight, we put aside our differences. Tonight, we are one united Republican Party.
The three-term congressman will now face Democrat David Jolly, a former Republican, in November. Laura Winters reporting.
Also in Florida, President Trump is applauding the defeat in a primary of Democrat Alexander Vindman. He was a star witness against the president in the impeachment proceedings. Vindman took a drubbing at the hands of challenger Democratic Socialist Angie Nixon. In the U.S. Senate primary, Nixon will face Republican Senator Ashley Moody come November. President Trump says the United States and Canada have had a meeting of the minds on trade.
Less than 2 hours before he was set to impose 50% tariffs on $20 billion worth of Canadian imports, President Trump announced on social media that the U.S. and Canada have a deal. Subject, he writes, to the finalization of documents. Trump's import taxes would have hit about 5% of what Canada ships to the U.S., including products ranging from hockey sticks to tongue depressors. And Canada had threatened to respond in kind, but those sanctions are now delayed, buying time for more negotiations and avoiding, for now, yet another strain in already tense relations between historic allies. Ben Thomas, Washington.
President Trump insists the U.S. is in complete control of the Strait of Hormuz, despite Iran's claims to the contrary. Mr. Trump adds at this point no additional talks with Tehran have been scheduled. The Dow's up 341 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hi, I'm Kirk Cameron. Christian Healthcare Ministries is not another health insurance policy. If you're tired of year-long contracts and pointless restrictions, CHM offers anytime enrollment on your schedule and at your convenience. With CHM, you're paying half the cost of a traditional health insurance plan. So that puts more money back into your budget for everyday needs. Plus, You'll have access to CHM's care solutions for virtual appointments, prescription savings, surgery support, and more. My family and I joined in 2018, and it's changed our lives for the better. We love paying way less while helping other believers afford their medical bills. Take the leap of faith and see why Christians across the nation are better with CHM.
Get started by calling 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS for a 50% credit towards your first month. That's 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS.
China lays claims to further advances in high tech, specifically in the burgeoning field of robotics.
China is very serious and is putting money behind its efforts to become a global powerhouse in AI, and that strategic competition with the U.S. is real and indeed there. So don't forget, earlier in the year we had a listing from the chip maker CXMT. They also did very well. They're trying to become a bigger player in the advanced semiconductor space and now robotics as well.
The BBC's Maura Fogarty. The case of a Texas teen convicted of fatally stabbing a 17-year-old track athlete from a rival team during a high school meet in suburban Dallas is back in court this week. A two-day hearing. Defense attorneys for Carmelo Anthony will ask for a new judge. Anthony was convicted of murder, sentenced to 35 years in prison in June after a jury rejected his claims of self-defense. News and analysis, townhall.com. New data shows prescription drug prices are down 3.1% from a year ago.
The Trump administration credits most favored nation drug deals and the Trump RX website for the drop. Some liberal groups are claiming prices have fallen thanks to a law from President Joe Biden's time in office that allowed Medicare to negotiate drug prices. But experts say that is simply not accurate, and drug prices climbed during the Biden White House years. Jason Walker reporting.
One of the biggest of the big box stores saw sales improve during its fiscal second quarter. Home Depot customers spent more over the summer months, and they concentrated on smaller projects. Revenue for the Atlanta-based company increased to $47 billion, up from $45 billion, and that was pretty much in line with what Wall Street analysts had been expecting. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel and what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Crazy Infiernos
of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Yes, welcome to.
So I was just perusing the internet, as one does, and I saw that another thing saying that Pat McAfee is going to now be part of the ESPN's NFL pregame show stuff.
Yeah,
and I saw that, and I think ESPN particularly, because he's pretty much, I think they're starting to overpat us a little bit. And Pat's starting to overpat us because he's got a music album out now. And
you're jumping ahead.
And
you're jumping ahead.
It is not it's a choice, I guess.
let me show you.
It's a choice.
Okay. He's catching a lot of heat right now.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so his album is called Diary of a Polarizing Figure.
Yes, it
is a country music album. I'm specifically
But I think there's like hip hop in it too.
There might be.
I think
here's
there is.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee's agent is what is his name? It's basically, do you remember Entourage? Do you remember Ari Gold?
Yes.
The real version of that is the head of CAA, I think it is, the talent agency, and I can't think of his name off. Ari Emanuel.
Okay.
Ari Emanuel is his manager.
Okay.
He's also the owner of TKO.
Okay.
So he owns the UFC, he owns WWE, he has those business holdings. Pat McAfee is his client, and he has out loud said that he wants to, within the next year, establish Pat McAfee as a name that is recognized in more than just sports, to the point where he sees Pat McAfee taking an Indiana Jones style role, a leading role in an Indiana Jones style movie.
Lord help us all.
Now I'm going to try to find this Pat McAfee song that's getting all the heat, because people said, don't listen to the haters, Pat. It's actually worse than they're saying it is.
No, I heard parts of it, and I was like, okay, it's a choice.
It certainly is. Okay, here's the song that's blowing up right now that everybody's hating on. It's called Blue Collar Symphony.
Does it have any?
I don't think so. He's got a very Jelly Roll vibe to it. I'm trying to be careful because no, this was clean. There's no E on it.
Okay. A lot of music, not a lot of singing.
A lot of intro. Here we go.
The Blue Collar Symphony. Pop's long haul working moms preaching an epiphany.
Yeah,
give me auto tune. I can sound like that too.
Exactly. Now listen, as a country DJ, as a country radio DJ,
right? I
am front row center to the pandery country music of today.
Right.
The bro country.
Yeah.
Bo Burnham sums it up the best, where he's like, cold beer, new truck, and basically just all these things that associate with that lifestyle while flying on private jets and stuff.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this is. It's pablum nonsense. But yeah, it's Ari Emanuel trying to basically shoehorn Pat McAfee into all of these properties.
Look, I enjoy his podcast, the parts I listen, and the thing that's where he's good. It's entertaining, it's fun, it's bro dog, and it fits the thing. Keep that. We don't need to see him. Look, I'll even let him play on WWE and that, because I get it, but
no, you don't.
I don't want to see him in a movie. I don't want him on a stage singing to me. If
I'm trying real hard to bite my tongue and not do what I usually do, but they did this. They pulled this thing where I guess WrestleMania tickets weren't selling so good.
Yeah.
So in this amazing build for a feud between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, who have had like 20 years of history, and like a solid rivalry, they shoehorn in Pat McAfee, saying that with thanks to his friendship with the folks at Ram Trucks, they're going to drop WrestleMania tickets 20%. And he's on like Randy Orton's side, and it's this whole thing. It was completely unnecessary. Like they shoehorned not only Pat McAfee, but Ram Trucks into this storied match. I'm like, I'm done.
Everything's a market.
I'm done.
Yeah.
So you can only hit me in the face literally with so many ads before I can just be like, all right, I can't.
Yeah. I mean, I think the shark has jumped.
Yeah.
I think I'm done with the Pat McAfee. I mean, at first I'm like, all right.
They over-patted the pudding.
Yeah, when I saw the video thing coming out, was it last week when that all started hitting the internet, so I'm like, at first I thought, is this like some bit he's doing? Like it was, I legit thought it was some kind of bit, like kind of like the Super Bowl commercial with the I thought it was all, and I'm like, oh no, this is serious.
No,
this is his Patrick Swayze, she's like the wind. I'm like, oh no.
This is somebody who doesn't have any real friends in their life.
Yeah.
Somebody who can actually grab them by the shoulders and say, Pat, no.
Yeah.
Just no.
Yeah.
That's what you need in your life. You don't have any real friends. You have yes men.
Yep. This is Eddie Murphy's Party All the Time.
Now hold on. You hold your tongue right now, sir. That's a classic.
Classic piece of hot mess.
That's a classic. I will not have the fine name of Edward Murphy besmirched.
I will give Patrick Swayze She's Like the Wind over Party All the Time.
Wow. That's a bold statement,
At least the Swayze-meister's singing. I mean, Eddie Murphy's just doing Eddie Murphy
just
with
fool
a
to believe anything. Yeah. He's singing, kind of. Eddie Murphy was singing, too. He was singing very nasally. My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's good stuff, man. Oh, that's really something, though, to put Pat McAfee even slightly on either one of those levels.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they at least had another thing.
You're right.
Pat McAfee's whole thing is he can talk and he's sort of quick-witted.
But like, and
I'll say this, even like 4 or 5 years ago, he's
quick-witted.
He was in a match and he pulled this move where he was on the ring and he jumped to the top turnbuckle. He jumped all that. That was a really impressive move.
Yeah, he's an athlete. I mean, he was an NFL player. I mean,
but
a punter,
it's been
but he's an NFL
downhill
player
for him ever since.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, it's like the talk show thing, and then it got too big. It got
all
too
these
big.
layoffs at ESPN.
Yeah.
And then it gets announced that his show got a $20 million bump for this new contract.
Yeah.
That's like pouring salt in the wounds of broadcasters that just lost their jobs.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna lie, it does look funny when Sleeveless Wonder's got his albums coming out.
Sleevey Wonder. The only thing he's blind to is how bad it actually is.
So he's got him coming out, and then they just laid off like a 50 sports dudes. It's just like, it's just a bad look.
Sleeveless Wonder could be the great. Oh, that's fantastic.
So they pay me the big bucks.
That's right. That's it.
I'm just like, come on, man.
Yeah, no, it's sad. It's actually kind of really telling of the state of affairs that we find ourselves in. You know, the fact that this could be legitimized into this is music now.
Right.
It's like I've kind of said the same thing about Jelly Roll for all that time. It's like you were a hick hop artist,
and the 80s were no different. I mean, it was just a different genre of music. I mean, come on now. If you don't sit here and tell me Bon Jovi, Rat, all these sounded exactly out on it, sleep all day, round and round. I mean, they're all the same song.
They're all the same. Yeah, three chords, and some gnarl.
This generation's version of that. You know, whatever it is. You know,
but that's the problem.
Sam Kinison made a song too back then. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Wasn't it Sam Kinison and like Rodney Dangerfield?
Like a Wild Thing version or something? Yeah. With Jessica Hahn rolling around on the floor in the whole video. Yeah.
Now, see that I'll give you. Party all the time, man. That's, I don't know.
It's all a big circle, man.
Do we even need to talk about Bruce Willis's whole album?
Yeah.
The whole, what was the character? I can't remember the name now.
The Moonlighting?
No, he had I'm going to look it up. He had an alter ego that was like his jazz persona.
Chris Gaines like.
Yeah, very much.
Must have missed that one.
Bruno. It was Bruno the Kid. That was the album. Or Bruno sings.
He made a movie, didn't he?
Bruno sings the blues, I think. And then there was a cartoon when I was a kid called Bruno the Kid.
I remember the Bruno the Kid movie.
So that was his whole thing, was the Bruno album.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that now, granted, I dated a girl who was way too into Bruce Willis. Like, she was very depressed at how unhairy my chest was. Put it that way. It was a real letdown. But anyways, I digress.
They don't make a chest wig,
She had like a whole shrine to the Bruno. She had the Bruno album. She had all the diehards on VHS. She was very into Bruno. She'd picked her favorite.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That feels like a stalker.
You learn a lot about somebody when you walk into their house.
She didn't have
for the first
jars
time.
filled with hairs or nothing, did she?
Not on display. You keep the good stuff in the back.
Right.
The hair and the teeth, that goes in the closet.
Those fingernail clippings. What is that? On that note, let's get the hour going.
God, I unclog memories that I have forgotten
Hey,
about.
this was kind of like last week with the. Now that I think about it, I think I was being groomed. That's my pleasure moment.
Father O'Flanagan, I actually wanted it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's
no.
fantastic.
On that note, we're going to play our interview with Captain Mike from the Salvation Army.
You really can't seg out of that.
I'm going to go seek some therapy. I think we both need a couch.
Collectively.
We need good couches.
Well, that's what this morning show is.
That's right.
It's unclogging those memories.
Yeah, we need to fix our chairs, by the way, because our couches are worn out. We don't worn them out. All right, it is 9:18. Let's pause for weather, quick break, and then we'll play our interview with Captain Mike Evans. Don't go away.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore with your Pecos Valley weather. Ridge of high pressure in place, so we have dry weather and triple-digit heat remaining in the forecast. Wall-to-wall sunshine for today with highs for Roswell, Carlsbad, and Artesia between 102 and 104. Overnight lows are settling from the low to mid-70s. And it looks like for Thursday and for Friday, too, highs are right around 100 up to about 103. More of the same for the weekend. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
This September, Roswell, New Mexico becomes home to America's most thrilling aviation event. 5 unforgettable days, heart-pounding air racing, military demonstrations, legendary pilots. Whether you're driving in, flying in, or joining us from right here in New Mexico, the National Championship Air Races, September 16th through the 20th. Get your tickets now at airrace.org. Experience the world's fastest motorsports and more.
School is back in session, but summer rolls on, and Roswell Nissan is wrapping up the summertime season with some serious savings. Get 2.9% APR for up to 72 months on the all-new Nissan Armada. Or score an unbelievable 0% for up to 60 months on the all-new 2026 Nissan Pathfinder, Murano, or Rogue. Bring in your trade. It's probably worth more than you bargained for. Say so long to summer behind the wheel of your next new vehicle. The end of summer savings event on now at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
It's time to regain control and confidence with Emcilla, a completely non-invasive 28-minute treatment from Roswell Medical Clinic that strengthens pelvic floor muscles. No surgery, no downtime, just results, and it's covered by most insurance. Roswell Medical Clinic, combining advanced technology with compassionate care to help you feel better, do more, and live fully every day. Roswell Medical Clinic, 111 West Hobbs in Roswell, 575-623-3311. This summer, enjoy outdoor family fun with seamless Wi-Fi, now available from Plateau. Great news, Roswell. Construction on Zone 39 is officially complete. Save on the speed you need with Plateau. Switch today and get reliable, blazing fast speed to stream more, game more, and surf more than ever before. Plus consistent billing and no data caps. And with Plateau, you'll save more too. Call 1-877-PLATEAU or log on to plateautel.com today. Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
Our community is where we live. It's where we work. And at Central Valley Electric Cooperative, we know our communities aren't just important, they are everything. Which is why CVE is grateful for your trust in providing safe, reliable, and affordable power every day. Because for CVE, there's nothing more important than giving you the power to power on. Visit our website at cvecoop.org to learn more about your electric co-op and all the programs and benefits that come with being a Central Valley Electric Cooperative member.
When you or a loved one need medical transport, Trans-Aero answers the call. Trans-Aero Medevac operates 3 rotorcraft bases and 1 fixed-wing base in southeastern New Mexico, allowing them to respond quickly to emergencies across diverse terrains. Their fleet extends coverage deep into New Mexico and West Texas, including Artesia, Carlsbad, Roswell, Ruidoso, Midland, Lubbock, and the surrounding areas. Ready to answer the call when every second counts. Trans-Aero Medevac, proudly serving southeastern New Mexico and West Texas. Loan for free, thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air.
If you plug your nose, you can't tell the difference between an apple, potato, and an onion. Unless you open your eyes. Here's Mike Winters.
Joining us in studio this morning from the Salvation Army, Captain Mike Evans back with us. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. Let you know once I get another cup of coffee in me.
That's right, about just get the IV hookup. We'll just.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, or and I'm not familiar, but like the Camelback backpacks, like are those good for insulating? Like, do they keep hot things hot and cold things cold? I don't know how good they are doing that. If they did though, you put a lot of coffee back there.
But Salvation Army does have for emergency disaster services. They have in the East Coast. They have these backpacks they had made that carry like this big insulated container on your back. It's for coffee out there on disaster scenes to be able to walk the lines and give coffee to the first responders.
So you could just be like a So I
just need to get one of those.
Right? That's genius. Hey, when you need coffee, you could shoot it 6 feet in someone's mouth. But anyway, another conversation.
I'm not 6 feet away. I only need to go about a
foot. Sing for your coffee. But for folks that aren't familiar, we have our very own Salvation Army facility here downtown, and serves our community, helping folks in many ways. We're off a week, unfortunately, but I do want to mention it before we kind of talk about other events coming up. The second Saturday every month, even though today is the second Friday, that's the way that things worked out. Usually Mike comes in the Friday before, but because of the calendar, it just didn't work out. But the second Saturday every month, one of the major fundraisers that our local Salvation Army does is provide an all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet for $10, and from 7 to 11 on the second Saturday of each month. If you come down to the facility, pay $10. You can enjoy eggs, omelet bar, and then go head on over to the all-you-can-eat of sausage and pancakes and charro beans or menudo or whatever's going on that day. And then and thanks to some donors and helpers there. All of the money that goes from that event goes back to helping Salvation Army and their programs and things. So by you having a super affordable breakfast, you are and eating to your heart's content, you're really helping the Salvation Army each and every month serve those in our community.
And it's the best deal in town. $10 per person.
Yep. But mark it on your calendars because you're a week off this week, so it'll be 3 weeks
next month.
Yeah, it'll be. Join us for the September one here, which will be that second Saturday. So just kind of set a reminder in your phone or put it on your calendar, or just that second Saturday.
It's the Saturday of the air races are going to be here.
Oh, that's right. That'll be that week.
So if you see visitors visiting, and
bring them on in.
Hey, you want a really good breakfast? Come on down to Salvation Army on Saturday.
That's right. So bring them on in. So, but it is it's a great way to support the Salvation Army. That being said, if you'd like to get involved, we have a lot of other great stuff too going on because unfortunately the need is never smaller or gets smaller or lessens or anything. So you guys are constantly putting food boxes together, doing helping people with utility bills, whatever, that's the kind of stuff that you guys are doing. Of course, folks utilizing and donating to the thrift store is always a great way to help the Salvation Army too. So.
Yeah, and I don't know if people are aware, we do about 1,700 food boxes out of our food bank each month.
Wow. Yep.
That's 1,700 families that are getting to eat by coming over there.
Think about that. And then times 12, that's a lot of food that you guys, and to be honest, that doesn't even still cover all bases, I'm sure. That's where we're at here. But, one thing that I know you guys always seek and help for is if you're an organization or group or youth group or whatever, church group or whatever you're would like to get together and do service, the Salvation Army, that they have days where they're packing food boxes, and just about every day actually, but they always have like a group in, like a baseball team or whatever church group. They'll come in and they'll spend a few hours and they'll just pack boxes and do things. That's a huge service to the Salvation Army. So if you have any groups that are wanting to do some kind of stuff like that, please get a hold of Mike or his wife here, and let's make that happen. So,
oh yeah, we always love it. We have groups like Alturas and Women's Life, and there's all kinds of groups that come in. They'll even pick a Saturday, and I'll have one or two of my employees come in on a Saturday and just help lead them and show them what to do.
There you go.
Everybody seems to have a good time. Everybody always wants to come back and do it again.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's. I think it's because you're seeing the fruit of your labor in action, so to speak. Yeah. You see all the food, and you're like, wow, somebody's going to get to eat because of all the stuff we did here. That's pretty cool stuff. And so please reach out if you'd like to do that. Maybe if you come to the next breakfast or whatever, and you say, hey, I heard, how do we sign up and do all that? But there is actually a couple events coming up between now and the next time we see you. We want to put on people's radar too here. Talk about the car show and all that.
Yes, we have a huge car show that we're putting on next Saturday.
Okay.
So not tomorrow, but next Saturday on the 22nd. It's going to be at Walmart.
So after Football Friday, come out for Car Show Saturday.
Car Show Saturday. And it's for a really good cause. It's not only going to support our youth programs, the programs that we have for the youth, like our Troops program, but also YDI, which is Youth Development Incorporated.
Okay.
And which is the ones that had the Head Start now.
Oh, okay.
And so we're doing a fundraiser for both of our organizations. We're going to split the proceeds to help with the kids with the Head Start and help with our kids in Troops.
Very good.
It's sponsored by Parnell Law.
Okay.
Get hurt, call Bert.
There you
I
go.
always love those commercials.
322 Bert.
So they're gracious enough to give us a check to be able to sponsor this because they really want to give back to our community.
Yeah.
They're going to be out there giving out all kinds of swag and
cool.
We're going to already have a bunch of vendors lined up and food trucks.
All right. So come hungry. Come see some of Chavez County's food truck finest, but that game's getting strong, man. There's a lot of food trucks out there now. So come do a car tour and a food crawl, I guess, at the same time.
Yeah. So, support our local companies,
Absolutely.
Our businesses out there, working in those trucks. And if it's 100 degrees out there and you're in a food truck, you deserve the pay.
Yeah. I bet the lemonade people will be very popular.
Oh, there's a lemonade people going to be there. They're going to make a lot of money. You know that. And a snow cone vendor is going to be there.
That one's going to be very popular, too. But
and, of course, you got, one of our main sponsors for most of the stuff we do, Jersey Mike's, is right there in that parking lot.
Oh, yeah. Telling you, best fast food cheesesteak is the Jersey Mike. I mean, I'm not going to go, Philly and what they do down there. That's the legit. But as far as a fast food cheesesteak I've had, that's probably the best one I've had.
Yeah. So. And then we got Walmart's already given us some items to be able to raffle off.
Good deal.
Some other local companies have done that, and we've got a bunch of items for if you enter a car into the car show, which is $25 per car.
Okay.
$15 to enter a lowrider bike.
Okay.
We're going to have contests for that, including a People's Choice. So
nice.
if you just want to come and check out all the cars and look at the cars, you still get a vote in.
Vote on your favorites.
In the People's Choice Award. We'll award the People's Choice to whichever car, no matter what class, gets the most votes.
Gotcha. Do they create the classes depending on what shows up kind of thing? Or
we have a lowrider class. We have a classic class, a truck class, a sports car class.
Okay.
And then we're also going to be giving awards out for best bike.
Nice.
So we have first, second, and third place prizes for those categories.
Okay.
And then we also have the People's Choice and Best of Show.
Nice.
So whichever car, no matter what class, gets the highest votes or the highest tally from the judges will also win.
Gotcha. So please come one, come all, car people, come check it out. It should be a lot. What time does it start next Saturday?
10 o'clock.
10 a.m. And
we're going to set up at 9. That's when the cars can show up, and we'll get them all parked and set up.
Should be easy to find. Go to the part of the parking lot where all the cars are shiny and new and looking pretty, They look like everyday cars. That's just people shopping at Walmart. Keep going to all the cars are shiny and candy apple red, fired up and all that.
You're not going to miss it.
It's like, why is this Honda Civic in here? It's like, oh, because this is just people shopping at Walmart. That's fine. But
this car might be a classic, but I don't think it's in the show.
Right. Yeah, that rust is vintage. But yeah, come. That sounds like a lot of fun. Come see and I would even offer, because car people love to talk cars, and so if you're like wanting to get into cars, and this is the place to go, because if you're like wanting to get into the hobby and trying to learn all that every person on that planet loves to tell you about that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
First off,
and if you just get into it, and you see a car you like, just go ask the guy about the car, and you will get in there.
Yep.
We love to talk about our cars, so you can learn everything you want about them.
Yeah, car people love that, but every one of them will tell you, be prepared to be broke. Because that's what ends up happening is you get this, you go more, and you go.
Well, is it the same with all of us from that generation?
This is true. There's no lies.
Our bodies break after so long, too.
Yeah, absolutely true. But yeah, you always just want to kind of, because it's because it either comes. I'm sure it either goes two directions for car people. It's the ones that love turning wrenches. It's just about the next project. But then there's also the people. It's like, okay, I've got this one. Now I want the other one, or I want I've got the. I'm going to collect them all. I'm going to get the Camaro, then the Dodge, and the Ford. I'm going to have all of them. Whatever their thing is, they got to have.
That's my wife. I got her this beautiful. We call her Beauty. Her car. It's a '75 Pontiac Le Mans.
Oh.
And so she's got it. She loves her car so much, but she still wants that Monte Carlo.
Right.
And it's like, and I have a '75 Impala Glasshouse.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so we got the two cars. Now she wants the Monte Carlo. I'm like, there's only two of us. We can't drive all three.
Right. How many cars are going to have?
We don't need another one.
But I get it, though, because I'm kind of I loved the Monte Carlos back in the day. My uncle, he owned a 77 that he loved. It was a boat, man. But that thing was like Monte Carlos could pull off the boat better than other cars could, where it was what's the word I'm looking for? Pimp. It was more like a Monte Carlo, man. It just
they got that sleek design.
Yeah, it looked good. Whereas other big cars like that look like boats, and I also we both grew up in kind of when they did a sport version of the Monte Carlo, the super sports that are the rare ones now that are those things.
Oh, yeah.
They were like fantasy supercars to us when we were kids. Now I don't think so much, but back then they were.
They were the Corvettes of back then.
Yeah, exactly. But I think if you have like a cherry one, they're probably worth money, huh? Like a Monte Carlo Super Sport, like if it's fixed up and everything. Yeah. But anyway, that'll be next Saturday at Walmart there, beginning at 10 a.m. Come either. And now, if folks want to enter the car show and all that, what's the easiest way to do that?
Easiest way to do that would go to our Facebook page, the Salvation Army Roswell Corps.
Okay.
And there's a link on there and all the flyers for it, and it'll take you to where you can sign up, or you can just come by our location on College Boulevard.
Yeah.
And let us know. Give us a call. We can verbally sign you up, and also we'll still take day ofs if you show up on that day, because we know the car club community. I mean, I've been part of it for
you hear about it
10
last
years
minute,
or so.
Or you're not sure. Yeah.
Well, we don't decide to go to the car show until that week. I mean, we might be like, okay, yeah, we got this car show we're gonna go to,
right?
But we never sign up until.
Well, is it mentally like, is the car gonna be ready kind of thing, or what's usually the
weather?
Weather. Okay. Oh yeah.
Is it gonna rain?
That makes sense. I don't want to take it out. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, good thing about New Mexico, it rarely rains here, so you'd be all right.
And we still have a few vendor spots. If you got a food truck you want to enter, it's $50 to be able to not enter, but if you want to set up
there
and sell, it's like $50.
Well, I could say it's a car show. You're going to get a great, you got a great crowd, and to be honest, because you're at Walmart, you're going to draw a lot of people that just didn't know about it and be like, oh, what's going on over there? And they'll still,
Yep.
oh, it's a car show. Cool. And then they'll go eat and nosh.
Not just Walmart, you also got Sam's Club.
Sure.
so-
It's just everybody that's tootling around that area of town there.
Now, I don't know about you. A lot of times I've driven by and it's like, oh, look, a taco truck. And just pull over and get something.
Yeah. I'm definitely a creature of, squirrel. All right, what's that? What's that shiny thing over there? But cool. So, but if you want to get involved, as a vendor or as a car shower, please get a hold of us. I mean, like I said, you could do it. Now, food truck folks, please get that done here in the next couple of days. But like I said, as far as getting into the car show, sooner rather than later. But if you space on it till Saturday morning, we'll get you in on that. No big deal.
The cars. Yeah, we'll get you in. It's better to sign up early so we can plot it out.
Sure.
And make sure.
How do you
like cars are by each other and
how much parking lot did they give you for Saturday there?
I would say a quarter or a third of the parking lot.
Okay. I'm assuming the back half closer to the
It's the
highway
side closer to in between Walmart and Sam's Club.
Okay.
Where all the semis usually park and all that.
Yes, kind of closer to Chili's and all that end of the Jersey Mike's and that little shopping center and all that. There.
Well, Jersey Mike's will be off. They didn't split it closer to Walmart and further from Walmart.
I mean, you're not going to miss it. I was just kind of
in
my head
you're not
trying
gonna,
to figure
it's
it out.
Not going to miss, but it's the if you're looking at their parking lot from standing at their doors, the right side of the parking lot.
Okay.
Over by that section.
Gotcha. Okay.
By garden and all that.
Yeah, I know exactly.
The garden
what you're
section.
talking about. Yeah, I was just trying to visualize in my head where it was at, and I get overthink things. But anyway, you guys are not going to have a problem missing it.
You're not going to miss it.
Yeah, you're going to go by there and it's oh, look at all those shiny cars, and they'll go.
And we got a DJ and live entertainment. Some performers are going to be performing. So we're going to have jumping houses for the kids because it's raising money for kids programs.
Absolutely.
So we're going to have jumping castles there. YDI themselves, Head Start's going to set up a table to let you know about their program.
So they can actually sign up. I'm assuming children at the event for a Head Start.
I can't speak for Head Start. Okay. I don't know what their plans are.
But certainly, if you want information,
they're going to be there.
They're going to be there, and yes, this will be a place to learn all that. But I'm going to imagine if they can't sign you up, they're going to tell you exactly how to do that at the event. So,
exactly.
Yeah, if not directly. So,
but for our Truce program, we'll be doing signups there. So,
a good deal. And then, of course, if you we were talking about earlier, if you want to learn more about the different ways you're a group, this is an event to come out, talk to them, say, talk a little about what more you if you have a group or civic group want to get involved in helping out with Salvation Army, whether it being putting together food boxes or something more than that.
There's all kinds of things they can do to help volunteer. There's the food boxes. There's our homeless feeding program. We have Mark who goes out twice a week and delivers sandwiches and stuff, and bag lunches and dinners to the homeless. I say sandwiches, but he does on the Saturdays
breakfast. Yeah,
but then we also do a hot breakfast on Sunday mornings for the homeless.
Gotcha.
So
okay,
and you can always come help out with that when any of those.
Less hands make more.
Kettle season's coming up. We're gonna have the bell ringers out there pretty soon.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna blink and it'll be Thanksgiving and Christmas before you know it here. So yes. So again, is that it's not too early to start signing up if you want to sign up as a group or anything to be a bell ringers at various downtown locations this year, and your usual suspects in your downtown where you normally see Salvation Army bell ringers. You'll see them back there again this year. But if you want to, again, that's another big the more and the cool thing about Salvation Army is yes, it's an international organization. But all the money that you're collecting here in our stores and events
right here in Roswell
helps people right here in Roswell and Chavez County. It's all helping people local here. So that's one of the cool parts where Salvation Army has this huge international footprint. People see it and say, "Okay, I trust that." When it comes to helping and giving, that's something that people, because of the standard that the Salvation Army has. But that being said, it's a big organization, and you're not, sometimes it gets lost in the shuffle. It's like, where my money goes to this big conglomerate. And no. All this money is here local helping, and it will feed people in our community. It'll provide opportunities for people right here in your backyard. So that's a cool part about it. So every time you go have breakfast, every time you drop some cash in that ringer, that bell, the kettle, not in the bell, in the kettle, then you're helping right here in
And every time you shop at our thrift store, you're helping, Betty down the street, who's a single mom about to have the light shut off, helps her keep the lights on another month.
Absolutely. It's this is how we help our community doing that stuff. So come shop or come donate. I know pretty much donate, but is there, as far as donations at the thrift stores, are things like you could use more than others? I don't know, because I know people just donate anything, furniture and all that kind of stuff, but I know some of it you hand out directly to people in need. If it's homeless and stuff, it's clothing or towels, whatever it is, stuff like that.
What we do is the stuff we get at the thrift store. We do give out clothing vouchers and furniture vouchers at our main location on College, where our social service is located. And if somebody is needing clothes or something, they come and they fill out just an application. We give them a voucher. They go to the thrift store and get what they need.
Got it. Okay.
And we don't separate. This is stuff only a voucher people can get. We just give them a dollar amount, and they can go over
just
and
go
get
buy what they need or
whatever they need, no matter within reason.
Sure.
They can't use a clothing voucher and walk out with a big old $1,000 dining room table.
Right.
But by then, my wife also will give out furniture vouchers and household item vouchers for. We don't want any kids sleeping on the floor.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So beds we get in. If there's a family in need and the kid is sleeping on the floor, my wife will do everything she can to get them a bed.
Absolutely.
If they're just moving into somewhere and they're in dire need of a kitchen table,
pots and pans, or
we'll give out as best we can. I mean, we have to have the items. So if you do have furniture, that's the biggest need.
So we'll take any of that.
We'll definitely take it, and if we sell it, hey, that money will go into the pool to be able to still help people.
But anyway, it's going to help out. Yeah.
But if somebody comes in that's really in need of it, we get a lot of is people who've lost everything in a fire.
Sure, fire, flood, or something like that, a disaster of some kind.
And so we'll help them refurnish their new place that they get into.
Yep.
I mean, we don't give them everything they need. It was more about needs, not want.
Sure, but if you need a place to sleep, you need a place to eat somewhere. And if you don't have that, let's see if we can.
You need pots and pans.
Yeah, you need. Yeah, you don't realize what you need till you don't have it. You're like, oh man, a place to sit would be nice. You got
any couches?
I have no microwave. I have no coffee pot. I have nothing to, sometimes these things are the game changers to help people.
And not only that, a lot of the people that come and shop with us, it's not, we have people that do have money that come shop there. But we also have a lot of that,
if you're looking for
they can't
on
afford to
great
walk
stuff.
into a store and buy a microwave, so they rely on places like us that they can come get one relatively cheap.
Well, and I argue too, if you like, we're all trying to save money and things, and for instance, I always say this, especially like if you're a college kid that's just kind of transitioning into the real world, so to speak, and say you get a job that requires you to change your whole wardrobe and you got to buy business attire and things like that. That is crazy expensive. Go to thrift stores, go to places, buy dress clothing there where it's pennies on the dollar. It looks great, probably better quality than what you could actually afford in a, you know what I mean? Like, somebody donated probably a pretty nice suit that you're paying that brand new cost a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that way you can, instead of spending thousands of dollars redoing wardrobe, you can spend a third of that, okay, now I got, 5 dresses or 5 business outfits to get me through the week. And places like the thrift store are perfect to help you do that.
Yeah, instead of spending $800 on a suit, you spend $15 at the Salvation Army.
Exactly. It's and that's just smart. Had I hindsight, like, I was smart, I would have, I would have done that instead of, because you don't realize how crazy expensive that is when you do that flip to the real world sometimes. You're like, I got to buy adult things. But, and so please shop and utilize it that way. But if you have donations too, please, all those donations, furniture, clothing, household goods, any of that kind of stuff, that it all goes back to helping our community here, whether it's, someone getting a good deal, but every dime that's raised from it goes back to putting food in people's mouths, keeping the lights on, keeping people from being homeless. So.
Yep.
Yep, that's what it does. Or helping people that are homeless try to get out of being that situation. So, what else do we want to cover? So we got the car show, talk breakfast, just volunteers needed. What else do we want to cover? Anything else?
Just, if you got kids that are bored on Wednesdays, we have our troops program.
Okay.
It's kind of like a scouting program,
Yeah.
kind of like Boys and Girls Scouts.
Gotcha.
But
Is it like would you call it an after-school program, or is it bigger than that? Probably it's more of
it's not bigger than that. No,
Okay.
it's still small. But
Gotcha.
The kids, they can work on badges. They learn different things. Plus,
Gotcha.
they have a lot of fun.
Gotcha.
I mean, I can't even get work done in my office because there's so much hooping and hollering from the kids. It's like
cool.
And I don't mind it because the sound of kids playing and having fun. If you don't like that sound, there's something wrong with you.
It's a happy sound. It's not, I'll take that over what I hear half the day sometimes. So,
so you can always give us a call at the Corps if your kids need rides to it. I do provide rides.
Okay.
I just need parents to fill out a permission slip for us to be able to transport them.
Gotcha.
So we'll pick them up and then drop them off when it's over. And
nice. So and that's every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, 5:00.
At 5 p.m. So ask about that, and of course, don't forget car show 1 week from tomorrow, next Saturday at the Walmart parking lot, beginning at 10 a.m. Come by the Salvation Army or go online and sign up if you want to be a vendor or
enter a car or a bike,
or an entry into the car as a bike or car show. And if not, just come on out and meet us beginning about 10 o'clock. What time's everything going to wrap up on Saturday?
4:00.
4:00. So you got pretty much all afternoon to get out there too. So if you can't quite make it at 10, you can come on out at 1 or something like that. And
come check out all the cool cars
and all that stuff. Yeah, and then don't forget, second Saturday of every month is Salvation Army Breakfast Saturday from 7 to 11 each and every Saturday for $10. All you can eat breakfast, full eggs cooked to order, omelet bar, and all you can eat, bacon, sausage, ham, all the breakfast fixings there. So, and of course, always looking for volunteers to put together food boxes or servants, any other capacity. If you're youth group, civic organization, whatever, would like to work as a group to do stuff like that, again, please reach out to Salvation Army and let's see what we can do to make that happen. You can call the office directly here in Roswell at 575-622-8700. And if you need to call the thrift store, 622-7126.
They can also get it at the 8700 because it'll give you an automated answering. You just push 1 for thrift store.
Oh, okay. Then it'll transfer you.
I think it's 2 for food bank, 3 for social services, 4 for if you need rides to troops or our programs.
Okay, so it's kind of
so
when you
on.
get there, it'll be a one-stop menu shop to direct you where you need to go there. Good deal. Well, as always, thank you, Mike. Appreciate the visit. We'll see you next month here, and hopefully, next month the lineup, it'll actually be the day before breakfast.
If you look at the calendar, there's like 1 month a year where the second Friday is not the same week as the second Saturday.
Yeah, ta-da! Here it is. But thank you for you and what your wife do in our community. We greatly appreciate that, and anything we can do to help, please don't hesitate to reach out.
All right, thank you so much.
Good deal. Go get that other coffee now.
Okay.
We'll work on that Camelback thing and see what we can do to kind
I'll see if I can order one.
There you go. Or at least a helmet. I don't know, something. We need something a quick coffee delivering device. Something efficient.
Maybe we should invent one.
There you go. I think so. And let's just say maybe if we do it right, I don't think we'll need to collect donations anymore. We can help help everybody with it.
In Washington, U.S. Representative Byron Donalds won the Republican nomination for Florida governor on Tuesday. Former Representative David Jolly picked up the Democrat nod. That sets the stage now for a fall campaign to replace the state's popular but term-limited Republican governor Ron DeSantis. Also at srnnews.com, President Trump has paused his threatened tariffs on Canada. He writes on Truth Social, he made the decision just 2 hours before a midnight deadline based on what he called the fact that Canada and the U.S. Subject to the finalization of documents, do indeed have a deal in place. The 50% import duties would have been applied to Canadian products ranging from tongue depressors to hockey sticks. Entrepreneur trillionaire Elon Musk no stranger to making a mark. He's made one on the moon now. NASA reports it spotted a new crater on the moon made when a SpaceX rocket crashed earlier this year. This is
your morning cup of Sean. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
This is the saddest part about liberalism in general and socialism in general is they feel entitled. They will rationalize and justify taking other people's money. Well, if it's a big corporation, I don't care if it's Walmart, but if it's mom and pop, I don't know. Leave the mom and pops alone. Go to Walmart. They will either go out of business, the store will close down, they will raise their prices, and good people will have to pay it. Somebody's going to pay. And the worst part of all of this is these people are only generous with other people's money. Why don't they donate their money? They're generous with everyone else's money.
The Conservative Underground meets later today on the Sean Hannity Show.
In a recent industry survey, our friends Pure Talk, my cell phone provider, a veteran-owned company, was the only wireless company to receive 5 stars in every single category: coverage, support, value, and data. Now, you deserve 5-star wireless service. And now Pure Talk, they have an invitation for you. Remember, they use the same cell tower, same 5G network as the big carriers. And right now, for a limited time, for $15 a month, every one of their plans you get for 3 months for $15, including their top shelf unlimited data plans, $15 a month for your first 3 months. No contract to sign, cancel anytime, no risk at all to you. Same service, same cell tower, same 5G network, and the average family saves over $1,000 a year. Make the switch. It's simple. It's fast. It's easy. You dial pound 250. You say the keyword save now, pound 250, keyword save now, from our friends at Pure Talk, America's wireless company.
Still burning cash on posters that get tattered, tired, and tossed? Turn heads with vibrant LED posters from DSI. Plug and play with custom updatable graphics. Showcase a single showstopper or link several for a seamless video wall. For over 27 years, DSI has helped New Mexico businesses communicate smarter with printers, IT support, AV, and more. Ready to elevate your message and cut costs? Call 888-386-7834 or visit DSINM.com today.
It's time for the Chaves County Sports Report. The season has begun in boys soccer. The Roswell Coyotes against the NMMI Colts last night, and it was a blowout, unfortunately for NMMI. Roswell wins 5-0 to get the season started off right. Remember last year, Roswell was 12-8 overall, but only 2-4 in district and missed the playoffs. NMMI, meanwhile, they've got some work to do. Last year, they were 15-6. I mean, to get back to that level, last year the Colts were 8-0 in district and went all the way to the semifinal round in the playoffs, losing to Sandia Prep by a goal. Meanwhile, Goddard lays in the waiting. They will be playing against Roswell Thursday at 4 o'clock. Goddard last season was 4-16 overall and 2-4 in district. The sports report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore with your Pecos Valley weather. Ridge of high pressure in place, so we have dry weather and triple-digit heat remaining in the forecast. Wall-to-wall sunshine for today with highs for Roswell, Carlsbad, and Artesia between 102 and 104. Overnight lows are settling from the low to mid-70s. And it looks like for Thursday and for Friday, too, highs are right around 100 up to about 103. More of the same for the weekend. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason. Target is reporting its second straight quarter of comparable sales gains, saying a merchandising overhaul under the discount retailer's new CEO is attracting more customers. Target CEO Michael Fidelki calls the results an important step forward in the plan we laid out earlier this year to open a new chapter of growth for Target. One of the biggest of the big box stores saw sales improve during its fiscal second quarter. Home Depot customers spent more during the summer months, and they concentrated on smaller projects. Revenue for the Atlanta-based company increased to $47 billion from $45 billion. pretty much in line with Wall Street expectations. Your Amazon order may soon come down from above. Millions more people will be able to get smaller, lightweight packages delivered by drones by year's end. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason.
Hey, Roswell, time is running out to cash in on some of the biggest savings of the season. The loan and lease termination sales event is happening right now at Roswell Ford. Drive away with a truckload of savings in a brand new Ford F-Series pickup with financing as low as 0% APR and make no payments for 90 days. Upside down in your current car, truck, or SUV and want out early? Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to get you out of your trade, even if you owe up to $10,000 more than it's worth. Have less than perfect credit? Roswell Ford works with a network of aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Get on board at Roswell Ford during our loan and lease termination event and get huge savings on all new F-Series trucks, America's top selling pickup in each of the past 49 years. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 36 months is $27.78 per thousand finance on F-150 trucks. Excludes Raptor. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined.
Check out some of the summer savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select varieties of Betty Crocker toaster strudel or fruit snacks are 2 for $5, and select 6-packs of Kool-Aid Bursts are 2 for $3. In produce, juicy cantaloupes are $1.99 each, and large Hass avocados are just 99 cents each. In the meat department, family packs of boneless beef, top sirloin steak are $6.99 a pound, and family packs of fryer thighs or drumsticks are only 99 cents a pound. These are just some of the summer bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
I have a snake for your drain. You might want to step back.
Oh no, baby.
All AC units moke a little. Is normal.
Oh no, baby.
Aha, now your sprinkler system's strong like bull.
Come on now. Don't let any fool work on your plumbing and air conditioning. Fergalicious. From clogged drains to sprinkler systems, Fergie's Plumbing and Heating is on the job. And who are you going to call for air filters and spring servicing on your AC unit? Fergalicious. Call Fergie's today, 622-2660. Nothing but love. Fergalicious.
Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-960-3377. That's 800-960-3377. 800-960-3377.
Bill Cunningham is now in Roswell on 106.5 FM, KEND Roswell.